We asked if we could do it from the venue. The missus put the kibosh on that.
Ben is realizing he has no control anymore.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. So, Kyle, not the biggest fan of Friday weddings.
Kyle,
I'm just going to let Kyle talk for you. How's that sound? Here's Kyle Wallace earlier today on 101.7 The Truth, our sister station.
I'm off tomorrow, so I'm on. I got a wedding to go to, a Friday wedding. That's what the show should have been about. Friday weddings. Not a fan. I always used to say that's the poor person's wedding, but then the person getting married tomorrow is not poor. And I shouldn't say poor. I take that back. Not poor. That's disrespectful. The fiscally responsible wedding.
What a backtrack that was.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers, and I don't want to say it's the poor person's wedding, but it is the more affordable wedding. So I say, you know what? They're still expensive, but I don't like Friday weddings simply because not only am I getting you a gift, and yes, we are celebrating Ben Bruss tomorrow, and trust me, I cannot wait. I have waited almost a year and a half for this wedding. We have all been excited. Strofe was crying, moping, pouting about getting an invite to this wedding. So we have all been waiting for this big day, so I am excited. But I will say, when Ben told me it was on a Friday, I was disappointed, and I called him out initially about it, and he gave me a reason why, the wedding venue didn't have dates, something like that. I said, all right, cool. But I hate the fact that I got to take a vacation day. I got to give a gift. Like, this is messing with my week. Like, I'm using my vacation days, which are precious, on Ben's wedding. And listen, I'm somewhat happy to do it, but I would prefer not to. I don't like Friday weddings. They interrupt my work week. I got to take time off from work because of you.
I guess I'm not. I guess I'm confused on you're complaining about taking a Friday off in the summer.
Yeah, I'm using a vacation day. I like to use my vacation days for vacations.
Kyle, you don't use your vacation days.
That's true. Next year, I'm going to. I have to.
That's true. You got a wedding next year.
Yeah, so I have to. And so they're very precious.
But as somebody who also doesn't use vacation days very often, I love that I'm getting a Friday off in the summer. I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I don't have to do that at 7 p.m. on a weeknight.
Nah, I just, I would prefer to be in control of my life. And I guess this was a decision to go to the wedding. I mean, if I told them no, that would be pretty rude. But I really want to go. I just wish it was not on a Friday. It interrupts my week. And
do you stand by it's the poor person's wedding?
No. I take that back, because if I ever run for office or something,
that's going to come back to haunt me.
That will come back to haunt me. They'll call me some elitist.
You often float the idea of running for a public office.
Yeah.
You act like you haven't said hundreds of cancelable things in your microphone over the course of your radio career.
No. Most of the stuff, I appeal to people.
Okay, hold on. Let's defer to Will Summers, who's running the show for us today. He's in for me, as I'm in for Ben. Will, who started as an intern, went part-time. Now he's full-time, Will, the last couple of months. Will, you've worked here about a year now, right? Between your internship and now being full-time, right? About a year?
Yeah, a little under.
Who has said, we have 3 radio stations here, 620 WTMJ, 101.7 The Truth, and 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee in our Milwaukee studios. We have 3 radio stations. Of the 3 radio stations, of all the hosts, who do you believe has said the most cancelable things into a microphone? I don't think it's close.
It's definitely not Kyle. As somebody that was voted most likely to be president in middle school, I could say
not working out.
Kyle is definitely not on the leaderboard for people that have said things that'll come back to bite him.
Thank you, Will.
Sure he is.
I can't give you, you got to be up there, right?
Me?
I mean, I'm not saying you're one, but you got to be up there.
I'm definitely not Kyle level. Kyle's way worse than me. Clearly, you haven't listened to Truth to Power weekdays from 12 to 1 very often.
No, he has not.
Yeah, clearly. See,
my show yesterday could have been.
I did today.
You did today? Oh,
yeah.
Well, yesterday could have got me canceled for sure. But at the end of the day, still back to the weddings. I don't want to get canceled. I'm anti that, and it's not the poor person.
I don't want to get canceled, but you're poor if you get married on Fridays.
No, that's not true. It's not true. It was a bad choice of words. It was a bad choice of words. I immediately regretted it, and I fixed it. You're fiscally responsible.
That's something you would love hearing out of a radio host. Bad choice of words. I immediately regretted it.
It was.
Yeah, that's good. Vote of confidence from a radio host.
Because my auntie asked me. She's a Seventh-day Adventist. Shout out to my auntie. And if you don't know what that means their day of church it's Saturday, so they can't see the sun. They're like vampires. They can't see the sun. That might be cancelable too. Until they can only go out on Saturday after the sun goes down. And so she was like, Kyle, do you think you have your wedding on a Sunday? I said, hell no, I'm not having it. She said, it's cheaper. I said, I don't care. I'm not having it on a Sunday. I'm not having it on a Friday. Having it on a Saturday.
That's good. The only difficulty for Saturday weddings, because everybody gets married in the summer on a Saturday, is you're going to match other people's weddings.
Listen, just send the check. I don't care if you come or not. I would love for you to be there, but, send the check.
No, I would pick you.
Oh, thank you.
Unless it's like my brother.
Which he's already married?
No, he's not. He's getting married next November, though.
Oh, we got some kids, though.
Third on the way.
Good for him. Hey, who cares about traditional way to go about it?
Yeah, Brust agrees.
Yeah, just do it the way you want. I wish baby girl would do it, whatever way.
You want kids?
I do want kids.
Like now?
I would have took them. If the stork came in and dropped it off, I would have said,
you just said, I wish baby girl would do it. You want a kid now?
I'm getting them 35. I'll be 36. I won't. Listen, I'm not gonna have children until I'm damn near 37, old and decrepit.
That means you're getting right after it, though. You might be closer to 38.
No, who knows? I don't know. Whatever the stork decides to drop off the baby, that's when the baby will come. The stork. Why are you laughing? That's how it goes.
Strofe, if Kyle and Ben had a wedding on the same day, whose wedding would you go to?
Kyle's.
He's going to Ben's.
I'm going to Kyle's.
You're going to Ben's.
That's a lie.
It is a lie.
No,
my wedding will be more fun.
That's why I picked you. That's why I picked you.
Yeah, for you.
I would pick you.
Yeah, Ben's wedding is going to be very fun.
It's going to be a blast. I've told a lot of people this week, I've never been to a wedding with a band. So this will be the first time for me. And you know me and live music.
Dude, listen.
Those mix well with alcohol.
They do. I wanted to have a band at a wedding, right, until I got engaged. And then I realized everything costs money, and they cost a lot of money. I was at a wedding a couple weeks ago when it was storming, outside wedding, and they were still playing music. Man, listen, when I say I was singing with them, when they was hitting notes, before I let you, I'm right there with them. On tomorrow, anytime they play any type of soul music or any type of R&B where I'm feeling it, or if they play Whitney Houston, I want to
dance with somebody.
You're going to see me dancing and sing. I might be on stage.
I was just going to say, Will, who do you think it's more likely gets on stage tomorrow, me or Kyle?
Definitely Kyle. You guys are both the guys that are watching Packers preseason games at weddings, so I don't know how fun you guys are at weddings, but if I had to guess...
Well, the good news is the Packer game's early tomorrow, isn't it? Or is it a night game?
The Packers play tomorrow? I thought they play Saturday.
Oh, they do play Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of today's Friday. I'm all screwed up. I'm all screwed up.
Me too, in a good way.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the Friday wedding, despite the fact I don't like Friday.
It's a poor person wedding?
No, stop it. That's not what I meant.
That's what you said.
Listen, a lot of things come out of my mouth, and sometimes it's not the right thing.
Oh, but you're not cancelable.
No, I'm not. I can't be canceled. I don't say anything too egregious. That's not saying anything egregious. That just makes people feel a certain way. I don't know. If you got married on a Friday, it's fine. It's fine.
So,
it's fine.
Power rank before we get to a break, and we got to talk about what's going on up in Green Bay because it's pandemonium in the 920. Power rank the ideal wedding date: Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Is it in that order? Saturday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah. Even though Sunday can be interesting because you do a Sunday over a holiday. That's dope.
Yeah, Labor Day or Memorial, but that's a Saturday then, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's got Monday off.
Yeah, but Friday, for sure. Nobody wants to be going to a wedding on a Sunday. I went to a wedding on a Sunday when I was in Mexico with my cousin. Remember the wedding I decided I didn't want to be in?
Oh, yeah, because you didn't know the...
Great decision by me. Yeah, I didn't know the guy. I didn't know the guy, and I don't regret it.
So the only time you've met him is at his wedding, but you were asked to be a groomsman?
It's for my cousin. And so I've known her my entire life. What?
Does he not have friends?
That's what I said. You know what the excuse was? Oh, all his friends, they have this or they got that going on, military stuff. I said, listen.
I don't know him.
I don't know him, and if his friends don't see him as valuable to be able to stop what they doing to go to his wedding,
I don't know that I want to be part of that.
I said, he got something going on. But shout out to them, beautiful wedding. I told you it was an Indian wedding for a black and a white guy. Oh, excuse me, black gal and my cousin's black and her husband's white. They had an Indian wedding, Indian traditional wedding.
Is he from India?
Listen, bro, that's why I said no.
He's not from India. He's from Indiana. Yeah.
But beautiful wedding. My cousin, she's just eclectic. Like she likes different things. It was a great wedding. I love my cousin. The guy's a nice guy. I wasn't finna be in it.
I could listen to you talk about weddings all day.
Man, I got a lot. I got a marathon of weddings. I literally have a wedding this week. I'm in a wedding next week.
I got 2 weddings this week.
I have a wedding on the 6th.
Aren't you going somewhere?
I have my engagement photos on the 13th, and then I go to Lisbon a couple of days after that for a wedding.
Wow.
Bro, I got wedding related things 6 out of 7 weeks basically in August. Or 6
What
out
day of
of
the
7
week are
weeks
you doing
in
your engagement photos on?
A Saturday.
Okay.
Why?
just curious.
When else when I do it? I work Monday
Friday
through Friday.
night. I don't know if you do night sessions. I don't know how that works. I've never been engaged.
Since we're doing nonsense, I just saw a commercial we're gonna get it. Listen, we got a lot of great things to talk about. Joint practice happening today. I'm excited, but I'm seeing a commercial for Cracker Barrel, and boy, they've been in the news. And I see the new logo, and I'm just like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, aren't they rebranding?
Oh, they rebranded, boy. Let me tell you, people were on fire.
What'd they do?
They just changed the logo. They got rid of the old guy sitting down in the barrel. They got rid of the barrel. How is it Cracker Barrel without a barrel?
We will talk about the fight night going on at joint practices between the Packers and the Seahawks coming up next. Does Kyle like Zach Tom literally throwing punches at a helmet? We will talk about that. Coming up next, it's Kyle Bruston-Nortman, ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
Hey, Gabe, also, did you call us idiots?
Yeah, it's exactly what I called it. Yes.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Named by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Soak up summer days at the ballpark while they're still here. Be here when the Brewers host the Giants, August 22nd through the 24th. Lead off the weekend with Stranger Things theme night arriving Friday the 22nd. From there, collect a legendary Bob Uecker golf umbrella giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 23rd. And if this series couldn't get any better, it's the return of Willie Adames to American Family Field. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and we've all been feeling the heat, and if your home isn't staying cool, your windows might be the reason why. That's why now is the perfect time to call Universal Windows Direct. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer to help you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is no limit. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll be saying what I say. I love my windows.
Joint pain makes it hard to enjoy anything when it comes to life, let alone the small things like getting out of bed or walking down a flight of stairs. Whether it be hoping it'll just disappear or feeling like you've tried every other option, let me tell you, you haven't tried them all if you haven't tried QC Kinetics. This is Brad Nortman, and I have to tell you about my experience when I visited QC Kinetics at the Greenfield location. It was incredible to see with my own 2 eyes all the tools that they have to get you feeling your best and get rid of that pain for the long term. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, and they have cellular therapies that's going to get that pain away for the long term and get you living your best life again. Your pain-free life is waiting for you on the other side of calling QC Kinetics, because there is your free, no-pressure consultation where you can be evaluated, put on a personal plan of pain relief, and be able to tell if you're a good candidate for QC Kinetics. Grab the phone now and call QC Kinetics for that free consultation. Call them today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
Best Marquette games ever, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Top of the list, 77 national championship game, win over North Carolina 67-59. Butch Lee, the most outstanding player, but freshman Bo Ellis played 39 of 40 minutes. No freshman plays that much in a national championship game. He did. Al McGuire, greatest defensive coach in state history. Marquette, second in the country, giving up only 59 points per game. Oh, baby, perfect final, 67-59. If you're a company owner offering medical insurance for your employees, you may be sick and tired of the constant increase in rates or change in benefits. Now's the time to take a look at a different type of plan. At Saganiac Planning, it's called level funding, an opportunity to keep premiums low and possibly receive a return of your premiums. For more on level funding, call Jack Saganiac, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Brust and Nortman with you, ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust, Brad Nortman off. Alex Stroh, Kyle Wallace with you. Will Summers is running the show for us today. Full-time Will with us. Boy, what the hell's going on in Green Bay? Joint practice, the final open practice of the 2025 preseason for the Green Bay Packers as they welcome the Seattle Seahawks to town. Their general manager, John Schneider, of course, a Green Bay area native, worked for the Packers back in the day, went to De Pere High School. He comes back to town. The Seahawks are in town for the preseason finale coming up on Saturday. And, what do they say? Bleep hit the fan? Well, Kyle, bleep hit the fan not once but twice. As Kay Adams, a longtime NFL reporter, the Up and Adams show host there, she tweeted that this is the largest training camp fight she's ever seen.
I like to hear that.
Not one but two scuffles between the Packers offense and the Seahawks defense this afternoon.
Yeah.
The first fight seemed like it was started by Packers right tackle Zach Tom.
Okay, I ain't mad about it.
Who was throwing fists at helmets.
Don't love that.
Tucker Kraft tackled Devon Witherspoon to the ground.
Listen, it's football.
Malik Willis in a red non-contact jersey was in the middle of all of it.
Was he fighting or was he?
No, I think he just got caught in the middle.
He's one thing about him. He's too nice. He's like a highly devoted Christian who probably was trying to get everybody to calm down. So I don't think he's throwing hands.
So, yeah, that's the first fight. And, I mean, everybody got involved in it.
Good.
But mainly it was Zach Tom and Tucker Kraft that were in the mix. And then fight number 2, second-round pick Anthony Belton, who I remind you is the biggest player on the Packers.
He's like 6'7", 328.
Yeah, he is a big, big boy. It was described by multiple sources as squared up like a boxer.
Hey!
And he's just out there throwing hands.
Listen, Anthony Belton, not a great look after having a personal foul penalty over the weekend and also having 5 total penalties. So probably not the best time to be fighting. But I love the fact that you're squaring up. I love it. I actually love it because this Green Bay Packers team right now, they need to have some type of feistiness to them. They need to have some type of attitude, right? Remember when Dan Campbell was talking about, biting off kneecaps and all that? Like that's I want the Green Bay Packers to have an attitude. I want people to understand when you come to Green Bay, if you touch our quarterback, if you do something dirty, you got 10 other people ready to back up whoever the hell you tried to go up against. That's the type of mentality I want. So I'm glad Anthony Belton threw hands. I'm glad Zach Tom threw hands. I'm glad Tucker Kraft put somebody behind in the grass because we need to have a tough guy mentality. Because one thing about our football team that people have complained about was the Packers were too soft. Robert Saleh, Ben always talks about it, is how Robert Saleh said we're going to take them to the deep end and see if they can swim. That was the image, or that was the personality, or that is what people thought of the Green Bay Packers, is that they weren't fighters. So I'm excited to see the Green Bay Packers throwing hands. This team is not a young team anymore. They're a mature football team. They bring back 80+% of the roster from last season on this team. You got your leader at quarterback. You got a guy at running back who's a stud. Tucker Kraft going into year number 3. You got a lot of veterans, young veterans on this football team. So I fully expect them to play with a little bit of edge, to play with a little bit of swagger. So if it takes us knocking off heads and swinging at helmets with our fists, then damn it, do it. Keep throwing hands. If the Seahawks want to fight again on Saturday, bring it. We putting belt to ass this year, baby, and it starts now.
I agree with you. Something we've spent a lot of time on while Matt LaFleur has been the head coach is that his teams tend to lack a little bit of bite. They lack a little bit of spunk.
Soft.
They lack a little bit of fire. And I think what we saw on display today was, not only an incredible display of team, right? Everybody's got each other's back. It's also They've got a little bit of fire, which I think, especially the last 2 years, is something this team has lacked. Now, I'm not saying, Jordan Love gets hit late and the offensive linemen aren't out there, because they are, right? If your quarterback gets hit late, your offensive linemen are out there defending you. But to see this in a joint practice, and that's why the NFL has cut down from typically, a couple of years ago, you saw teams would often do 2 days of joint practices, and day 2 would always
be a fight.
fires.
Yeah.
Right? But now it's been, most joint practice has been cut down to 1 day. Now, this is the second joint practice for the Packers this year. They did one last week in Indianapolis. This is the first one with Seattle, and they had not one but 2 fights. This is from Jason Wilde on X Twitter, at Jason J. Wilde. Not one but 2 Packers offense, Seahawks defense fights at the end of the field. Tight end Messiah Swinson involved in both. Some might say he needed saving during the second one.
Oh, no, he got beat up?
And Anthony Belton came in throwing punches. Multiple guys on the ground.
Good.
Fun.
I'm watching
That's
it right
from Jason
now.
Wilde.
Good.
The video
Anthony
is of the
Belton
first one. I haven't seen a video of the second one.
I'm looking at one that's a
Oh,
different
there you
angle.
go. Yeah. I went right up to the fence there.
Yeah. I'm glad. Good. I'm glad Anthony Belton stepped in. He saw his boy getting his behind whooped. And what you supposed to do when your boy getting whooped? And Zach Tom's walking like, "Hey, fellas, I've already been part of one. I can't do it again.
Down.
I can't do it again." But no, listen. You can't watch your friend get whooped. You can't watch. Listen, you get up after getting jumped. You're going to say, where was you at? You going to let him jump me like that? So Anthony Belton did exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to jump in. You're supposed to defend your teammates. So I ain't mad about it. I'm not mad about it. What number is Messiah Swanson?
Swinson, 81.
Swinson, 81. Okay, I'm trying to look for Messiah getting thrown to the ground here. That's all right, though.
Yeah, he was in both of them. The first one, it was mainly Zach Tom and Tucker Kraft, but you can see Swinson in the mix quite a bit. And then the number 2 one, yeah, he got thrown to the ground a little bit.
I mean, why would I honestly?
This is a good thing, though, right? I view this as a good thing.
The Packers have issues with discipline. That is something we talked about earlier this week, is about how this has been a very undisciplined team. These fights happen all the time, and I don't think they're reflective of whether or not you're disciplined or not. I think it's reflective of how much attitude, how much edge, how much are you willing to fight for your boys. And with this season being such an imperative season for the Green Bay Packers to truly turn the corner, right? What is this organization going to be? What is the franchise going to be? There's so many questions. Is the defense going to back up a great season last year? Is Jordan Love going to bounce back after having an injury-riddled season last season? What is the receiving room going to look like? You have so many things that need to be answered. And one thing that I want to have clear day one is that this is a football team that's going to go out there and they're going to fight for one another, because that's the most important thing that I feel like we need to figure out, is that for 4 quarters, they're going to fight on the football field when it comes to executing plays, but then also you're going to know, don't you touch my guy, because we can throw hands right now.
Do you like to see this type of fire from the Green Bay Packers? 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Your way into Kyle Preston Nortman, 800-990-3776. Rick and Madison texts in. Kyle, I meant to talk to you last night at the ESPN Wisconsin draft, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to talk to you. You are one of the funniest people I've ever listened to, and the whole belt-to-ass type of thing is what I listen for.
Rick, thank you. I wish I would have been able to talk to you. You must have been really locked into your draft. You weren't at the KBN table. I'm sure you have a great team. But no, I'm serious about it, man. When I heard that for the first time, putting belt-to-ass, I fell in love with it, because you can just imagine what it is, but you understand what that means, right? That's what when Pat Bev was talking about belt-to-ass.
Yeah.
It resonated with me. It resonated. Like, that's what I want the Green Bay Packers to do this year.
Look, man, it's as simple as this for me. I said it before, but we talk about the fury and the bite and some of the fire that these Packers teams have lacked under head coach Matt LaFleur. And to hear that they are getting after it and they're defending their guys the way that they are at a practice like this, I think is a positive sign. And this isn't the first we've heard of things like this, right? The first couple of Packers practices, we heard about guys getting after one another. And, I don't want to say fighting, but they were getting after each other a little bit early on in training camp. But we're looking for this edge, Kyle, because, I've said for months now, throw the youth movement crap out the window. Right? They might still be the youngest team in the NFL in terms of age. They might be.
Yeah, I think they are going into the training camp.
But they aren't when it comes to experience. They aren't when it comes to expectations. The expectations for the Packers this year are they should be in the mix for a championship. As simple as that. Right? They should be in the mix in the NFC as one of the true contenders, not pretenders, in the NFC. They should be in contention all season long for the NFC North. They should be getting to an NFC championship game. And I think they lack a little bit of accountability and bite. And it seems like this training camp, both of those things have taken a little bit of a turn. At the end of last season, Tucker Kraft was at his locker after the wild card loss to the Eagles, and he said, I just don't think we played hard enough. I don't think we're taking accountability. I don't think we've got enough energy, enough juice. Like, we need to step it the hell up. And what this training camp has shown me, not the preseason games necessarily, but what this training camp has shown me from the starters and the guys that will be actually on the field come September 7th against the Lions is this team's got a bite. This team's got an edge. And maybe they'll have an identity as a tough football team, which I don't know that a football team under the direction of Matt LaFleur has ever had the identity as a tough football team, hard-nosed football team.
No, that plays a role, and that's exactly why we should embrace this fight today, right? Because I understand, like, the fights don't win games.
I'm glad nobody broke their hand on a helmet.
Yeah, I mean,
let me say that first off and foremost.
That is key. But fights don't win football games, but it can give you a glimpse into what the mentality and the attitude is of the football team. And you talk about what's the personality, who are they going to be? I just hope it just shows that they're going to be a feistier team that goes out and hits people in the mouth. Because week 1 and week 2, let me tell you, if you're not ready for the Detroit Lions going to hit the Packers in the damn mouth. So the Packers, they better suit up because this ain't the Detroit Lions we grew up with. This Detroit Lion football team, they have a great running back combo. They have two great wide receivers. They have a very efficient quarterback, and they got a defense that harasses people. So I don't care that they're missing, they no longer have their defensive coordinator or their offensive coordinator. They still got the same head coach. They still have a lot of the same veteran players, and they're going to be out there trying to prove something because while we're on a mission to try to win back the NFC North to see if we can be a championship football team, the Lions are thinking about Super Bowl or bust. All right, so they got something to prove this year. They won 15 games last year for naught. They want to win a championship, and they're going to try to come into Green Bay and put their foot on our necks. Are we going to be able to stop them from doing that? That is to be seen.
800-990-3776. That is the Cardinals Talk and Text line discussing the Packers and Seahawks dual fights at their joint practice earlier today in Green Bay. We'll start in Mukwonago with Dirty D. Diana in Mukwonago. You're on KBN. What's up, Diana?
Hey,
Hi, I'm not used to you. Are you taking Ben's spot, Stroh?
Damn. You knew he had a way.
Okay. Well, no. When Will answered the phone, I thought I had the wrong phone number. I'm like, this isn't Stroh. What's going on here?
No Brad.
Anyhow,
no,
are you talking about fight as in? Because you said today, I didn't see those, but there were physical fights like
Diana,
stuff like
are
that?
you not listening to the show? What do you mean am I taking a bed spot? Yeah, I've been sitting in this chair for the last half an hour.
Well, she meant permanently, not
Yeah,
like.
I just got in the car. I have
So
not been
are you
listening to
are you calling us up to catch you up on what we've been doing the last half an hour?
No, I just wanted to make sure you were, because physical fights, punching and stuff like that is going to throw you out of the game.
Well, yes, Diana, you're absolutely right. That's why we said, like, listen, in a game we don't want to see this unless it's necessary. But joint practice set the tone. I don't even mind it in the game. If it's necessary, not like foolish, but if it's necessary and somebody got to get thrown out to get somebody hyped up, like, you know how managers get thrown out just to get their team fired up. I'm not mad about it, just as long as it's not somebody we really need. Like Messiah Swinson, he won't be on the roster, but if he was, we just send him out there. Hey, you go out there, you knock him in his head, and we can start a fight. And then you get kicked out, and the rest of the guys will be good.
That ain't going to help you win games, though.
Do you not think it allows for the Green Bay Packers to show a little bit of fight, a little bit of mentality? Because they're a little soft, weren't they?
Oh, I get that, but there's different ways on how to do that. Throwing punches and beating on the other team, that's just going to get you thrown out. And what good is our team if we don't have the players in there to perform to win?
That's true, but it's a joint practice. We don't have to worry about that. Hold on, can we talk for a moment, just me and you?
Go ahead.
I love Diana. I love Diana. I do.
Diana, does your daughter play any team sports? Because if she does, if you're the coach,
I said just me and you for a moment.
Maybe the softest team.
Me and you
I
for
know
a
she do
moment.
track.
I want to talk to you for a moment.
You need to stop being a freaking
I'm not being a hater. Diana, I'm not being a hater. I need to have a conversation with Kyle for a second, Diana. Give me a second. So, did she just get in the car and say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call Kyle and Strofe, who actually I'm going to try to call Strofe, but Strofe's not back there today. And I'm going to say, hey, what are you guys talking about? I need to get caught up. Is that what just went through her mind, do you think?
I don't think she knew about the ESPN Wisconsin app. That is what went through her mind.
I don't think she knew anything we were talking about.
She just heard something about a fight. She said, "Well, they fighting?
Who's fighting?"
She said, "Let me call and ask."
She heard Kyle say the word fight.
I'm sure she would have. Had she not known you weren't producing, she probably would have asked you on the phone. But she was confused. She didn't know who Will was. She's like, I called the wrong number. She was frazzled.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page there.
Will, did you screen that call?
Yeah, I know Dirty D.
Well, no. I didn't ask, did you know Dirty D? I asked, did you screen the call? Did you say, what do you want to talk about?
I did, and she said she wanted to talk to you guys. She wouldn't tell me anything.
All right,
else.
let's
She was being very
All right, go
secretive.
answer the phone. We'll talk to Randy in a dump truck. Randy, you're on KBN. Hopefully Randy's been listening for the last 15 minutes. What's up, Randy?
Oh, heck. Yes, I've been listening. I think it's good to see that kind of fighting in practice. The defense sets the tone. The defense got to rough up the offensive guys, push them around, slap them up a few times. But one thing I couldn't get through yesterday, and I wanted to say something to Ben. I want to say congratulations, Ben, on getting married. And I've been married 47 great years. I got 2 great daughters, 6 beautiful grandkids, and I hope his marriage goes as long as mine.
Beautiful, Randy. Thank you for your well wishes, Randy.
Randy, I hope I can say the same thing 40-some years.
That's a long time.
Next year.
Hold on, Strofe.
Yeah.
You're going to take Ben's spot, and I feel like you kind of disrespected Diana there. You getting kind of a power trip in that seat or something?
He did disrespect.
Look.
He was keeping it
kind
real.
of mean with.
I think I was being fair.
It was real.
Kyle will attest to this. We hold people to a high standard on the show. I love Diana. Diana's one of our most valuable, members of KBN Nation. But she called in and said, "Hey, what have you guys been talking about for the last 35 minutes?" That's not a power trip. I'm doing my job here.
That's true.
You who was not doing their job is you.
Will said
you didn't screw the call. You didn't say, "Hey, this is what they're talking about." You said, "Yeah, go ask them what they've been talking about for the last 50 minutes." That's a waste of our time. It's a waste of our audience's time. So it's not a power trip by me. It's you not doing your job.
He is. Wow, that chair does make people.
I know,
angry.
right? Did you see his face is tomato red?
And he
when
got
I
the
yell,
vein,
my face gets
He
red.
got
Yeah.
the vein popping out like Ben.
Well, come on. It's not a power trip.
I mean, it's not.
I love Diana.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Yes.
I made a mistake early on by talking about poor people wedding Fridays, which is not true. Will made a mistake by sitting here and not screening the call when somebody's calls and said, "What do you want to talk about?" And she says, "I just want to talk to them." Well, what do you want to? I want to talk to them. And Will just said, "Okay."
Yep.
She doesn't control
Will
you.
got-
You control
Will got
her.
bullied.
He got bullied.
Will got
and
bullied.
then you kind of.
Sorry, I'm nice to Dirty D.
I'm nice to
Sorry,
Dirty
I'm
D, too.
nice to her.
She said yesterday I'm her favorite.
And then, you kind of snapped on Will. And I mean, Dirty D, though you were in the right, I mean, you did kind of. You said, "Kyle, just you and me for a second."
I just needed to talk to you. I need to make sure I was hearing the same thing you were hearing.
No, I heard it. When she said it, I wanted to call her out on it as well. But you did a good job. Everybody made mistakes today.
Yeah. And then somebody called in and fed Will lines, and then he just tried to use them against me. I mean, this has been a mess of a
Wait,
segment.
who fed you lines?
That didn't happen.
Oh, okay. So what happened to the caller when I said answer the phone?
Just a fan saying hello.
Yeah.
You a fan? You a fan? You a fan? Well, at the end of the day,
That's what happened.
I'm happy the Green Bay Packers fought today.
Hey, me too. We'll continue to talk about that. We'll get back into it later. Jason Wilde going to join us at 3:15 this afternoon. I can't wait to get his perspective. Because he agreed with Kay Adams that it was the biggest fight he's seen.
Jason's probably going to take the more pragmatic, like, listen, like.
Yeah, no, we're going to disagree on this with him.
What if somebody got hurt? They just had all these penalties. We already know what Jason's going to say.
So Ryan from Aquanigo says, this proves they are also very undisciplined. Do you view this as an undisciplined act by the Packers? Because I don't know that I do.
No, listen. As a human being, you know how to toe a line and you know how to push it. They understand there's nothing to lose in practice. They weren't out there like that time. He threw some punches, and then once he knew, like, all right, I'm going to chill, he chilled. Now, if you take your helmet off and start swinging it, that's a problem. But, like, throwing a couple blows at somebody's head or throwing a couple punches, it is what it is. It doesn't. I don't think it reflects being an undisciplined football team. I think it reflects.
I'll tell you what the
backing each
surprise
other
was
up.
for me.
What is that?
This was the Packers offense versus the Seahawks defense. Quay Walker wasn't out there instigating. That's good. Quay Walker's like known to have issues. He didn't last year, but 2 years ago.
Yeah, his rookie
he had
year.
several issues with like judgment calls and fights and physicality. So it's actually kind of encouraging to see he's not like the
I think Quay gets
instigator
a bad
here.
rap.
He does. I think he's going to have a really
a
good
couple
season,
bad
actually.
incidences,
He
and
did.
maybe he has probably
Cleaned it
some
up last year.
emotional issues. You know what I'm saying? People got, he probably had to. Football's a passionate game, man.
Zach Tom went to war. I love to see it. All right,
He's calm.
He is. We will talk more Packers fight night. Is that what we're calling this? Packers fight night between the Packers and the Seahawks. A little bit later with Jason Wilde. We'll also get into it in the 4 o'clock hour. But the Brewers, who are still 31 games over 500 and have a 6-game lead in the NL Central, have lost 3 in a row to the Chicago Cubs. They are playing right now and do have a lead in the middle of the 5th. It is 2-0 Brewers right now over the Cubs here in the final of their 5-game series at Wrigley Field. After their 3rd straight loss last night, though, their face of the franchise, Christian Yelich, with a couple of words. And I want to hear from Yelly coming up next. It's Kyle Bruston Norton with the power-hungry Alex Strofe in for Ben Brust. Will Summers is producing. Kyle Wallace along with you right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Homer, Homer, Homer. This might be the dumbest thing that he has to have said in his career.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango. Bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
True Chicago-style pizza is thin, crispy, and cut into squares. And thanks to Connie's Frozen Pizza, you can enjoy a true slice of the city. You'll enjoy it so much you won't even mind where it comes from. Connie's Frozen Pizzas are made from the same cornmeal crust Connie's has been serving for over 60 years. They're perfectly cheesy, perfectly saucy, and they're exactly what you crave. Get to know the true Chicago style with Connie's Frozen Pizza. Born in Chicago, loved by cheeseheads. Available in a freezer aisle near you.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Bruston Nortman, ESPN Wisconsin. That's Kyle Wallace. I'm Alex Strofe with you. Will Summers is running the show for us today. Brewers have a 2-0 lead on the Chicago Cubs in Game 5 of their 5-game series. This is the last time these two teams will play in the regular season.
We can't lose today.
Hopefully not. Brewers lead 2-0, but Cubs have runners on the corners in the bottom of the fifth inning with no outs.
You looked me in my eye way too strong, buddy.
Why?
He looked me in my eye, and you paused when he paused for a second. You was just looking me in my eye for 3 seconds.
At the beginning of the segment?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I was gathering my thoughts.
You was looking. Well, don't gather your thoughts looking me in my eyes. You're trying to look through my soul.
Why did that get you excited or what?
Nope.
Feel a little freaky over there?
Nope.
Freaky Friday? It's Thursday.
Almost said something that was gonna get me in trouble. Nope.
Oh, but yeah, he's the least cancelable guy, huh?
Blood's all in my brain.
Brewers have lost 3 in a row to the Chicago Cubs. After, obviously, what was a terrific winning streak, 14 games. It's the franchise record. Yesterday, of course, George Webb Day across the city of Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin. George Webb giving out free cheeseburgers to everybody that wanted one yesterday, thanks to their 12-game winning streak, which turned into a 14-game winning streak. So losing 3 in a row, certainly fresh off of that. And I imagine for a lot of fans that maybe haven't been super tuned in with the Brewers, they go, what the heck happened to them? It was a fluke. What? Now they're bad all of a sudden, right? Like major overreaction left and right off of losing 3 in a row to the Chicago Cubs. Let's hear from the voice of reason. That would be the face of the franchise for the Milwaukee Brewers, Christian Yelich, the former MVP. Talked with reporters, including Brewers.com and MLB.com's Adam McCalvey after the game, and I just think it is the best minute plus you will ever hear about somebody talking about baseball and the fact that it's okay that the Brewers lost 3 in a row after their big win streak. Here is Christian Yelich yesterday.
Who cares? You play the games, right? You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, and you got to compete. Like, you're going to lose. It's how you lose is what matters. Like, if we were doing a bunch of stuff wrong, if we weren't competing the right way, if you're feeling sorry for yourself, that's one thing. If you're competing really hard and you're fighting and you're putting good swings on balls, you're doing the things that you need to be doing, and you still lose. That's the sport, right? Like, it's a lot of things in baseball are out of your control. You can do everything right in this game and not be rewarded for it. I'm happy with the way that we're competing. Are things not going our way right now? Sure, but that was coming. Like, we knew that was coming. Told you guys that was coming. It's how this sport works. Nobody's panicking. I know that would be a good narrative, and that would be like a cool thing to have out there. Like, this being full panic after losing 3 losses. Like, hey, yeah, very good team. So are we. We're going to square off probably more times than just tomorrow. We're going to probably see them again at some point during the postseason, and it'll be a good series. But there's no panic here. There's no level of concern. There's a couple of good baseball games that didn't go our way. Where a pitch or a swing or a ball finding a whole way from a complete different story.
That's Christian Yelich, Brewers designated hitter and outfielder. It's as simple as that. Who cares? He said, I told you guys this was going to happen. We knew it was coming. Prior to this week, they'd only lost 45 games this season as of Sunday. Now they've lost 48. That is the lowest number in Major League Baseball. They've also won 79 games this year. That is the highest number in Major League Baseball. The Brewers, despite losing 3 games in a row to, I remind you, despite the way things have gone the last few weeks, a very, very good Chicago Cubs baseball team. Cubs are a very good baseball team. One of the best in the league. They had the 5th best record in Major League Baseball. Might be 4th at this point after a couple of wins. It happens. It's okay. The good news is, it ain't October. The also good news is, I'm pretty sure that this team's going to have another crack at the Cubs in October. If the Brewers do end up getting the 1 seed, the top seed in the National League, they will have to play the winner of a wild card series. And the Cubs are very likely to be a wild card team. So you're going to have another crack at these guys, as they do today. Still leading 2-0, 1 out, but bases are loaded for the Cubs. I'm with Yelich. I'm not worried at all. What this team has shown us time and time again is they belong. They are as good as anybody. They can hang with anybody, and they are World Series good. And just because they lost 3 games in a row in August, that's okay.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but I love what Christian said, and he's such a soft-spoken leader, right? Your leadership comes in many different ways, but the conviction that you speak with, that's the one thing when I compare Christian to Jordan Love. Jordan Love is a leader, but I don't I haven't seen the conviction and the level of confidence because I think he's still trying to figure it out. And it's not fair to Jordan Love to compare to somebody like Christian Yelich, who has been the MVP of the league and has been one of the best players in Major League Baseball at some point in time during his career. But I love the way that he went about it, and I love how you don't always have to yell and scream. Sometimes you get straight to the point, and you win some, you lose some. This was beyond baseball. This is something that kids, coaches, they should play this because it is the understanding that it is not about winning and losing. It is about competing. It is about how hard did you compete? How well did you execute? Because at the end of the day, perfection is something that almost nobody is able to reach. Even in teams that win national championships in college sports, perfection is hard. College basketball, you can count on one hand in the last 40 years how many teams have had perfect seasons. It is extremely hard to be perfect. So you're going to lose, but it's about how you lose. That lesson was so good, but it just shows you that you have the right voices inside that locker room who are telling you, yeah, we're going to lose, but how did you lose? Don't panic and keep fighting. Have that fighter's mentality, and that is exactly what Christian Yelich has, and that is exactly what Pat Murphy has. And I don't know if Christian's always had that mentality. I'm sure he has. But when the top voices on your team are Pat Murphy and Christian Yelich, and this is the message that all those young guys, because when we talk about Bryce Terang, we're excited. He's a young guy. When you talk about Salvatore, this is his third season in the major leagues. You talk about Jackson Chourio, he's a young kid. If these are the role models, or if these are the people motivating them and people that they're following, the Brewers are going to be dang good for a long time because they are lucky to have these type of guys to be leading them because this is going to be put inside of them so they understand how to win and how to lose. And my goodness, if you're losing and you still have confidence saying losing is okay, but we lost the right way, the Brewers are in for a special, special run in the next 4 to 5 years.
The Cubs have scored a run, just 2-1, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. A sac fly for Pete Crow Armstrong has pulled the Cubs within 1 in the 5th inning as Quinn Priester's day is over for the Crew. Nick Mears has come in for Milwaukee. So interesting ball game here in the series finale and the regular season finale between these two teams.
Can't you tell?
Who, me?
The Cubs have scored a run, and bases were loaded, and you're panicking.
He was just giving a score.
Giving an update.
No, he sounds nervous.
There was no panic in his
No,
voice.
he sounds
Thank
nervous.
you, Will.
Are you concerned?
No. Why would I be concerned?
Mm-hmm.
They're the best team in baseball. Why would I be concerned?
You seem disappointed. They're still up 2-1.
I would like them to win today. I also might have put a little juice on them when I was at Potawatomi Sportsbook last night because they're underdogs.
Yesterday, and I lost.
I feel like today's the day for me, hopefully.
I was hoping yesterday was the day. I couldn't see the Brewers losing 3 games in a row.
But I guess we'll ultimately find out. But still a lot of ball game left. It's only bottom of the 5th inning, so this puppy's not even close to over here in a 2-1 ball game between the Brewers and the Cubs. We'll keep you posted on that. But do want to talk about our visit to Potawatomi Casino Hotel and Sportsbook yesterday as we drafted our 2025 Kyle Bruston Nortman League last night.
Roster, man.
Me and Kyle both in the league with 8 others.
No Ben, no
Ben or Brad because, Ben's getting married and Brad had surgery. So I guess it was me and you representing KBN with KBN's finest. And the Brewers have gotten out of it. We're going to the 6th inning up 2-1.
Don't panic, man.
I didn't panic.
I heard it in your voice. Listen back. During the break, Will, listen back. I want you to hear it.
I heard it live. I still don't think there's any panic.
I heard it live.
William, you only been here a couple months. If I say do it, you do it.
Don't listen to him. Don't let him
Before
talk
I
to
had
you
you
like
getting
that.
coffee again.
You're not.
First of all, I never did that, but it's like the devil and the angel on my shoulder right now.
And I'm the angel in this scenario?
I think so.
I love it here.
Somehow you are.
I like when Will produces the show. This is going great for me. He just called you the devil. You are the closest thing we have to the devil.
That's not even remotely close.
We've got a couple things to talk to you about from our ESPN Wisconsin draft last night. Ryan Amakwanego, who was in our league, he brought some absolute heat. We'll tell you about that. Gabe Neitzel and Josh DiMaggio were also talking about us this morning. So we'll hear from them as well on the other side. That's all still ahead. Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Call me daddy.
That just sounds.
It's just, yeah.
Like.
Call me
cut
daddy.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get ready, Milwaukee. ESPN Wisconsin is coming to Davidson Park. Join us live on Friday, August 22nd for Media Day at Rev and Rumble, presented by the Harley-Davidson Foundation. Jim, Matt, and Molly will be broadcasting from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. Meet some of the amateur boxers before they step into the ring. Grab a photo and check out the park ahead of the big show. Then, don't miss the free Rev and Rumble Boxing Night on Saturday, August 23rd, with top Midwest fighters, food trucks, drinks, family fun, and more, all from 3 to 8 p.m. Details and registration are at revandrumble.com.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
It was always said about Milwaukee Brewer legend Jim Gantner that he played the game the right way.
God gave me the talent to play baseball, but it's up to me what I want to do with it.
It's just such an exciting partnership for us at Big Fish Contracting. I'm thinking there's a chance if you sign up with us, Jim Gantner may be dropping off a tube of caulk at your house.
Shingles, whatever.
See how Big Fish Contracting is renovating homes and redeeming an industry at bigfishcontracting.com.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Hey, golf enthusiasts! Discover a hidden lakeside course in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin at Majestic Oaks. Tee off on a course with over 2 miles of lakefront where wide fairways and challenging greens await. It's an 18-hole golfing experience like no other. Join them for the best family golf nights in the state where everyone can enjoy the game together. Golf, cart, drinks, and snacks for under $15 a person, and several membership options for you to find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Ready to play? Book your tee time today at lakelawnresort.com. Majestic Oaks Golf Course, where your best game awaits.
Be prepared for power outages with a Generac home standby generator from Adams. Storms are unpredictable, and when the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. With a Generac generator, your power will be automatically restored whether you're home or away. Rated Wisconsin's #1 Generac dealer, Adams provides sales, installation, maintenance, and 24/7 service from all locations. Learn why Adams is your best choice in providing power peace of mind. Visit adamspower.com today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, little lady, I know you're feeling crazy. All your other friends are busy making them babies. Been out in the real world, don't like how it tastes. Let me change your mind with my little old saying.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Stroff, Kyle Wallace, Will Summers with you on this Thursday afternoon. Last night was our annual ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football League draft over at Potawatomi and the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Great turnout, great event, really, really fun night. Shout out to everybody in the ESPN League. 2 Ryans, 2 Davids, Bill, Rudy. Appleman in the Orchard was there. Good crew, good crew. So really fun drafting with everybody.
Who names our team?
You name your team.
I didn't name my team this. Somebody just gave me this. K's top-notch team.
Yeah,
The hell?
that's automated. Yeah.
Who the hell did that?
The ESPN app automates team names.
Why the hell they do that?
Except, well, you're the only one that did not name their team because there's
I just thought ESPN. Somebody from ESPN did it.
Well,
That was through Team Wallace.
My team name was suggested by our buddy Ryan McQuanago, which we'll get to in a second. But first, I want to hear from Gabe Neitzel, Mark Chimura, and Josh DiMaggio this morning. They were unpacking the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football League. And let's just say, Kyle, it sounds like they didn't have as much fun as us. Here's the guys from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning.
And I do want to say this because Josh and I had a lot of fun at our table. I feel like we had the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy League full of ball knowers.
Yeah.
Just people who know ball.
Okay. That's always fun.
Some of the other leagues, I got a whiff of, like, just kind of because the event's over and you know, you're kind of talking to a couple different people afterwards. And I got to question some of the other shows.
Yeah, I don't want to name any shows or people in specific, but KBN and Kyle and Alex show.
That's where I was going. You beat me to it.
My goodness.
Yes.
They had Rudy and Sheboygan, who's a listener to the show, came up, introduced himself to Gabe and I. He showed me his roster, and I thought something was wrong. I thought they were trading picks. They only had 8.
I was about to say 4 people didn't show up.
All right, couple.
So that's Gabe, Josh, and Chewy from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning. I will admit, Brock Bowers, who is the best tight end in the league, may have fallen a few rounds.
He made it to the 6th round, 4th round.
I think it was the 4th. He's going in the 2nd in most leagues.
Is he really?
Yeah. So we let that one get by us.
Who's throwing?
I will say this:
got a good quarterback now.
I got Jerry Jeudy from the Cleveland Browns in the 12th round.
Yeah, but yeah,
he's going in the 6th or 7th round.
That's crazy. I didn't touch him. I didn't need him.
So. Yeah, so there was a couple instances of people falling a little bit too far.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'll tell you what.
Our team was a fun league.
I'll tell you what. We had a couple of moments, though. I'll tell you what I didn't hear. Chit-chatting from the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy League.
No,
you know what else I didn't hear? Laughter. You know what I didn't hear at all? Joy.
No, nothing.
They were locked in.
I didn't hear any fun happening over at the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy table.
They said,
you know what I heard at our table? You know what I heard? You know what I heard at our table?
What'd you hear? Oh, we did it when we took the photo.
You know
what? Doing it.
You know what else I heard at our table? You were taking a long time to make a pick, weren't you?
I was.
And I heard the entire table going, and me and Will will do it right now. We went, da na 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 na. Na 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 na. And then we bullied you into picking quicker.
Yeah, I almost picked Devontae Adams, and I was like, whoa. Had to switch it up. I got Lad McConkey instead.
Yeah, which, in my opinion, humble opinion, better pick.
Sounds like good vibes table, though.
Yeah, we had a blast. We might not be the smartest league. Okay, I'll be the first to come out and say that. We might not be the smartest league.
And no one thinks that you guys are.
No, fair point.
Hey, don't you come at KBN Nation like that.
However, I know we're the most fun league.
You sure were.
You know who's going to have the most fun this season playing fantasy football?
We are.
Us.
We are.
You know who's going to be miserable and have no fun? Similarly to how it kind of sounded like they didn't last night. The league led by Gabe Neitzel and Josh DiMaggio.
And they even said the table that they went to talk to after wasn't their table. They weren't hanging out with the people from their table.
No, I was hanging out with people from their table. Because I'm a man of the people, Kyle.
And they were boring, weren't they?
No, they weren't boring. Well, Josh and Gabe are boring.
Extremely boring.
But I'm not going to take a shot at the people in their league. The ultimate, the vibe of your draft and your table is going to be set by the people from the shows that you were hanging out with.
I don't know why they're so uptight about it. Their teams suck anyway.
Josh I heard a little birdie told me. Josh got visibly angry at one point.
Oh, because somebody drafted the guy he wanted.
Somebody stole his pick.
Oh, somebody picked somebody he didn't have a chance to pick, even though he passed.
Josh got visibly angry, and Jen Latta, who was awesome last night. She was walking around. She was making the rounds, stopping at every table. She was talking trash on Josh's behalf the entire night. It was very strange.
Oh,
it's very strange.
Maybe to you.
So maybe to me, but I think that she said into the microphone to, I think we had 6 leagues there: the Damn Sports Show, Homer Hour, Jim, Matt and Molly, KBN, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, and Wildy and Tash. We had 6 leagues. She was saying into the microphone, nobody's as good as Josh DiMaggio.
Oh, she did say that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's hyping up her producer.
Yeah, which I mean, my show would never hype up their producer. I'm just saying that.
We 100% would not. I don't know. I think I came out okay.
So also at one point last night, before the draft started, Ryan and McWanago, who was in our league, longtime texter and caller of our show, he goes, guys, before we start the draft, I actually have a Hear Brad Out.
He did.
Now, we don't need to do it in Hear Brad Out form because I actually can't read all of these on the radio.
Oh, man, I wish the audio worked.
But he came up with 20 team name suggestions that were Kyle Bruston Nortman coded. You know who didn't have that happen at their table? Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Sure did. That's called loyalty. It was fantastic.
So Ryan McWanago, I want to give you some of the highlights of the team names that he suggested for the league. In fact, one of them I'm using. My team name in the league this year, suggested by Ryan McWanago, is the Alex Strofe Athletic Club.
Yeah, so good.
It's really good.
So good.
Hear Bad Out was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hear Bad Out, because Hear Bad Outs are often
every
back.
Wednesday,
yeah,
3:15. You hear Bad Out.
Second place Brad, also a team suggestion.
I think it was a team name last year.
Here's a Kyle Wallaceism, and there's a few of them in here. Here's a team name. Doing well.
Oh, my team is always doing well. I did well last year, too.
Green and gold goggles.
Oh, yep. Where they at, my goggles?
Another Kyleism. Coach Booty.
You know, I still call him Coach Booty. I miss Coach
Mike
Booty.
Budenholzer, who
Too
is
bad he got fired from Phoenix.
When your basement flooded, not this year, but last year, and what'd you tell the company?
Baby, we got to keep on sucking.
We need to do some more sucking. Is the number one team name on Ryan and McWanago's list.
I might steal that. That was true.
Caleb Williams Sucks is on there, naturally.
Man, that's
Caleb
factual.
Williams sucks. Ha!
My name is Ben Bruston. I'm a Tool is on there.
That's another good one, factual.
Yep. So some really good ones on there. I can't read all of them, but Ryan McWanago with a great name, a great list of team names for us.
See, he knew he was coming for a good time.
Yeah. And while we might not be a ball knower, an almighty ball knower like Josh DiMaggio.
Oh, we know ball.
While others prepared rankings, he prepared fun.
Yes, correct. And I know which side of history I'd rather be on.
The fun side.
Yep.
The fun side.
True
Memorable.
All right, we have some other reports aside from fights from the joint practice between the Packers and Seahawks that we will get to coming up next. Jason Wilde will join us in about 10 minutes as well as we talk all things green and gold with him ahead of the preseason finale coming up on Saturday. All still ahead. It is the Thursday/Friday edition of Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
August is the final month of the summer savings event at Cunis, and the best deals just got hotter. Don't miss the final weeks of this exclusive event at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We've refreshed new vehicle savings and incentives on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. And check your local dealer website for a new set of 10 pre-owned super specials. With fall and winter on the horizon, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the summer savings event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Northman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Northman.
Kyle Brust and Northman rolls on. Alex Strofe, Kyle Wallace, Will Summers hanging out with you. And boy, oh boy, aside from the fights at joint practice, Kyle, your guy had a big day.
Listen, I tried to tell y'all weeks ago. I told you it's going to be a golden year. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, all I got to see is the season. Now, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for him to cook.
Who Kyle is referring to, of course, the first-round pick, Matthew Golden. This from Rob Domofsky on Twitter. Matthew Golden with 2 big plays in the one-on-one drill versus Seattle. He beat Demarion Williams for a deep touchdown down the right sideline from Malik Willis, and then he beat him again on an out in the red zone.
That's the starting corner in the NFL.
That's correct. That's correct.
As a rookie who's never played an actual real down of NFL football.
No, actually, he's not a starting quarterback. But
I thought he was the starting corner. He's the third?
No, he's like, apparently he's like their 6th.
Oh, I thought he was
he's
the
not going to
starter.
make the roster.
Oh, I thought it was
Regardless, the speed is being shown. He did a couple
not as impactful then.
No, but he did a couple good things in 11-on-11s as well. And I guess he's been all over the field today. Had a really good day.
I mean, he keeps impressing in these joint practices. He didn't play in last week preseason game, and I told y'all I got excited about just watching him run a slant route. It wasn't about how crisp the route was; it was about him catching the ball with his hands. Right? That to me is something that's impressive because there's going to be a lot of difficult catches you got to make, right? And especially on slant routes, a lot of times you're looking to gain 4 yards, right? Pick up a first down. And he showed the ability to get separation. He showed the ability to use his hands, and he showed the ability to catch the football. And then on top of that, when he drew a pass interference call against Sauce Gardner, that just shows you how good he is at the top of his route, right? And so for me overall, I'm just impressed early on for somebody who has no experience in the NFL going out there and competing and doing well and challenging good cornerbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been pretty clear since the Packers drafted him on April 24th that he's going to plug in and be the Packers' top receiver.
Number one.
I mean, you don't draft him in the first round and you don't make the spectacle that Mark Murphy did if there was not clear expectations that this guy is going to be your top receiver.
Mark Murphy's going to make a lot of spectacles, and based off the Green Bay Packers' track record and history, just because you get drafted in the first round does not mean...
but this is different.
How is it different? Explain to me. How all of a sudden is it different? Because the Packers seem to have a draft in first round and develop mentality versus this year.
This year is not that.
Matthew Golden fell to them.
Yep.
And I know Matt LaFleur was ecstatic because he wanted Matthew Golden. So he ended up falling.
The Packers have always, in our lifetime, Kyle, in the first round, addressed the first round with best player available.
That's what
they never draft based on need in the first round. They just haven't, right? It's typically been best player.
Outside of Clay Matthews and B.J. Raji.
Sure, in 2009, yeah, but sometimes it's worked out that way. Like I look at 2018 with Jair Alexander. He was both the best player available, but they also needed a corner. And that's really... Unless I'm missing one, I think he was the last first-round pick to be a legitimate starter in his rookie season. Jair was.
Which is...
Matthew Golden will be that.
He 100% will be that.
He's going to be their top receiver.
And that's why I'm saying that when they make the pick, you don't know with the Green Bay Packers because typically the Packers draft guys and they want to give them time. You've seen it with Lucas Van Ness. You saw it with Jordan Morgan last year. But I do think Matthew Golden was that special. And last year when he was at Texas and they needed to depend on him, he shined and he rose to the occasion, and I think the Green Bay Packers lucked out with a guy that's extremely confident and extremely talented, and he has shown this offseason in this training camp that his talent is undeniable. And again, so Green Bay Packers fans, I think what you said, he's the number one wide receiver, we should have no qualms or worry about it. That's why I said he's going to be the best rookie receiver the Packers had in a very, very long time. Second best rookie wide receiver, I believe. I'm trying to think who had the guy who just recently died. Billy somebody. We talked about him. He had the best rookie.
Billy Houghton.
Yes.
Houghton?
Billy Houghton had the best rookie year as a receiver.
All right, this turned morbid very fast.
No, it's not morbid. He just recently died after I talked about him. He died right after.
Okay, well, I guess the point I'm trying to make here, Kyle, is that the expectations for Matthew Golden, rightfully so, are high, and I think he's going to not only meet those but exceed those. I think the sky is the limit for this guy. And yes, the Packers still take the approach of they're going to develop him, of course. But I think he's going to get a lot of reps early.
I think he needs
there's still high expectations for Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs, and when Christian Watson comes back healthy and Dontavian Wicks, right? They've got a bunch of receivers. But the guy you're going to see the most of is Matthew Golden because they draft him in the first round. And we'll bring this up with Jason coming up next. But I remember last year there was a very big moment in the season. It seems like once a year Matt LaFleur says something that just sticks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Last year it was somewhere in the middle of the year. The idea of a wide receiver one was brought up. And he said, every time you guys, being the reporters, the beat reporters that are in his press conference, every time you guys bring it up, I want to vomit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he wants to vomit anymore.
He doesn't because now he's not realizing, but he doesn't have to beat around the bush now. I think listen, Matthew Golden's the best receiver in the room. Best receiver in the room. Now, I think it will be important because he's a rookie that other guys like Romeo Doubs, other guys like Tay Wicks and Jaden Reed, the fact that they still are really good wide receivers or, above average wide receivers, it's important to have them around so you don't put all the pressure on Matthew Golden. But I think Matthew Golden, it will be pretty clear when we get halfway through the season, will emerge as the clear number one wide receiver. But what head coach Matt LaFleur needs to do is he needs to make sure that he's getting them targets, make sure he's getting them in a position where he can be successful. Because if Matthew Golden is as good as we believe he is, the Green Bay Packers offense has an opportunity to be a juggernaut. I don't care what people are saying about Romeo Doubs right now. I've seen him ball out before. I know what he can do. We know what Jaden Reed can do. We've seen some of the potentials. We've seen flashes for Tay Wicks. If Matthew Golden can be a number one wide receiver for this Green Bay Packers roster, this offense will be almost unstoppable.
Hey, Milwaukee, get ready because ESPN Wisconsin is headed to Davidson Park tomorrow for Media Day at Rev and Rumble, presented by the Harley-Davidson Foundation. Jim Rutledge and Molly Brand from ESPN Madison will be broadcasting live from 2 to 5 p.m., our normal slot tomorrow, as we're off at Ben's wedding. And then the Homer Hour will take over from 5 until 6. They'll be hanging out on site with some of the amateur boxers before they hit the ring. It's your chance to snap a photo, meet the fighters, and check out the park ahead of the big event coming on Saturday, August 23rd. Don't miss the free Rev and Rumble Boxing Night with top amateur fighters from across the Midwest, food trucks, drinks, family fun, and more, all from 3 to 8 p.m. at Davidson Park on Saturday. Get all the details now and register. Just search Harley-Davidson, Rev, and Rumble. That's Harley-Davidson, Rev, and Rumble. Jason Wilde, covering all things green and gold, will join us next, coming off of Packers-Seahawks joint practice and ahead of Saturday's preseason finale between those two teams. We talk Packers with Jason Wilde. That's next on Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN.
But I got a bone to pick with Strofe next. More questions?
Bone to pick? I have a question, yeah. How are babies made?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting out with some delays along southbound 41 from about Good Hope Road, pretty much solid all the way to Capitol Drive. Northbound, we're seeing delays from Watertown Plank Road all the way up past Capitol. Southbound 43's got some backups as well from Hampton all the way down to about North Avenue. Then again, right through the Marquette itself. Northbound is going to be a little bit slow from Highland all the way up past Locust, almost to Burleigh. Other than that, we've actually got a relatively quiet ride going on westbound 94, a little tight from 20th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mainly clear skies, a low of 63. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 80. Today's forecast, sunny skies with a winning shine. Get your first car wash free at TsunamiExpress.com just in time for the game day. Tsunami Express, wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
It's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $200 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. No interest for 5 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
This is Al Feckler at Cannon & Dunphy. Call me old school, but I have such great memories of growing up in Milwaukee, going to ball games at County Stadium, cruising on Highway 100, even seeing Cannon & Dunphy commercials as a kid. That's because for over 40 years, Cannon & Dunphy has been leveling the playing field against big corporations and insurance companies so people like you, people I grew up with in Milwaukee, could get the justice they deserve. I guess I like to call that old school justice. If you're injured, call the team at Cannon & Dunphy.
No matter what we were doing, the Brewer game was always on. Kind of the background of my childhood. I wore number 17.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that was my number.
Yep. This is my friend Jim Gantner. Jim was always my favorite player. We did Jim's roof up in Eden.
Right. The great job he does on homes. Most important is honesty, integrity, and doing a great job.
See how Big Fish Contracting is renovating homes and redeeming an industry at bigfishcontracting.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
There's a little groupthink going on there. I'm not going to disagree.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
He is a good general manager. Anybody who disputes that, they have other issues.
Holding everybody accountable.
I'm not sure that was good enough for us to even play on our show.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm they cry for you. And every Saturday night that you...
Kyle Bruston Nortman continues. Alex Strofe in for Ben Brust and or Brad Nortman alongside Kyle Wallace. Will Summers has run the show for us this afternoon. We are excited to be joined by our buddy Jason Wilde, the 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year and the co-host of Wilde and Tausch, and occasionally Weekly Wilde, which I think will be bi-weekly this week. Jason, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. You sound quiet. Where are you?
I'm sitting in the stands of Lambeau Field. I suppose I could be loud as I want to be, but I'm sitting in the bleachers. I'm getting ready to record some video stuff, so I'm speaking in the hushed, hallowed tones of this football cathedral.
Got some makeup on you, looking attractive now, huh?
No makeup. I don't wear. I don't. It is what it is. They're not paying me to look good. They're paying me to give good information. I always like to think.
Okay. Well, if you ever dip into the makeup bag, just talk to me because I was in theater growing up.
Oh, you wore makeup?
I did. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Wasn't good at it, but I did.
Oh, you had to do your own makeup?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I know that looked a mess.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Couple of scrappy fights at joint practice. Give us the play-by-play. What happened down there?
Yeah, punches thrown, haymakers. Zach Tom, who is as understated of a guy as I have encountered in recent years, was in the thick of it. Like, he was throwing the punches. It was really something. I wish we could record that, but I saw there were some fans that posted video to social media, so you could see a few of the haymakers being thrown. But yeah, it was nice of them. I just was really appreciative that, it was while we were doing Wilde and Tausch, and it happened at the very end of our show, so it was right at the end where I stand. So I appreciate them, looking out for me. And then bumped into Matt LaFleur, who after practice, I was going in the locker room. He was with Mike McDonald, and he asked me where the hell I'd been, and I was like, "Hey, you're doing your press conferences during the show." But then he saw my shirt, which is my favorite shirt. Says, "I just hope both teams have fun."
Yeah, I like that.
And he loved that shirt, and so did Mike McDonald. But then I had to tell them that this is the only time I can wear it, because Sydney, I wore it to a soccer game, and they lost. and she was really not pleased with me. Like, I want to win. She's hyper competitive. I love that about her. So that's the shirt's been retired. I don't think anybody won the fights. I think they both had fun taking swings. The weirdest thing was that there was another fight, or a quasi fight after practice.
Hey. Oh, really?
Like they kind of got into it afterward.
I didn't hear about this,
which I thought was odd. Yeah, there was not. I don't think it really came to blows, but there were some unpleasantries that were exchanged, which I did not expect that. And LaFleur was very unhappy with Elton Jenkins. He was involved in it, and they kind of had to bring him back, hold him back. So there might have been more. There was a little exchange between Nate Hobbs and somebody. Like it was a scene. There was some bad blood, no doubt about that.
Jason, I mean, so what should we make of this as, for those who are Packers fans, do you make of this of, okay, look at these guys, they're standing up for each other, they got some fight in them, or this is just another sign of an undisciplined football team?
Yeah, I don't think it's a lack of discipline. I don't think you can look at it that way. I think it's guys having each other's backs, and this is the kind of stuff that happens when there's a joint practice. In fact, it was funny because Keyshawn Nixon told us that he was actually surprised that there wasn't a fight during the joint practice with the Colts. He thought it was odd. So it's not unusual, and so I don't think it's a big issue. I certainly wouldn't extrapolate it out into, they're undisciplined. Now, again, in a game, if you're getting your team a penalty and it's costing you yardage, then it becomes something more, right? Obviously. So I do think it's something that you at least have to think about and make sure that it doesn't happen when there's something on the line. But everyone was pretty dismissive of how concerning it might have been on both sides, because both sides were engaged in it. My favorite, though, was Sam Darnold, who basically said, I was right in the middle of it. I love that kind of stuff, which, of course, he wasn't. He walked away from it as quickly as he could to stay safe.
Yeah. I liked seeing Malik Willis in the red non-contact jersey kind of getting caught in the middle of that first fight. That was a good visual.
Yeah, again, I like there, and you guys know my personality. You know how I view things. Like, I said this to Jordan. I even said, look, I'm a helicopter parent. He was closer to it than he should have been, frankly.
Ooh, no.
In the second one, I mean, he's got the thumb. Everything's an issue there, and I know he's a smart guy, and I know he's going to take care of himself. But it was. And you're kind of in a tough spot, right? Because you do want to have your guys back. And I would argue that was an important thing that comes out of this, is it's, again, another reminder of, all for one and one for all. And I think that that's a good thing that they do that. But you don't want it to happen, obviously. You certainly don't want injuries to occur. I find it fascinating when they're hitting guys that have helmets on.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to keep your hand open so you don't break your knuckles on a guy's helmet. But it was legit. This wasn't like patty cake baker's man. They were legitimately angry with each other.
I love that what you said, all for one, one for all, especially earlier in camp when I believe it was Rasheed Walker had to take a lap and Tucker Kraft and some other guys from the offensive line joined Rasheed Walker in taking that lap, and now you see guys stepping up for one another. Again, they'll definitely be disciplined during the football game because they know they don't want to cause penalties, don't want to be ejected. But there's something about this mentality that I'm liking, right? Especially them being a young football team that needs to take the next step. They need to move past that moniker, that label of being a young football team. This might be a good step in the right direction.
Yeah, I would agree. And again, they like each other already. But I think when it comes to a team dynamic, anytime you have more reinforcement of that, I think that's a healthy thing. And you want to be reminded that your guys. We were talking to Xavier McKinney after practice, and Xavier McKinney flat out said, "I liked it." He didn't say, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing that," but it's he was just flat out, "I like it. We want to be a physical team. If things get chippy, we want to be able to give it back." And he didn't have any problem with saying that he thought it was a good thing. So I thought that was really interesting from him.
Show me a little bite. Jason Wilde with us here on Kyle Brust and Nortman this Thursday afternoon. Jason, so Jordan Love has been throwing since Monday. Monday was 6 days after the procedure on his left thumb. I know they added, I think it was 12 plays of 7-on-7 to the joint practice today. How is he looking? How are they handling this? And is there any concern that this will leak into the regular season?
Yeah, the results weren't good today.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was 12 snaps of 7-on-7. He was 3 for 12.
Oh, wow.
He had two touchdowns, no picks. The production was not great. So I do, again, he's engaged, he's participating, he didn't suffer any injuries, but the Seahawks defense won that battle. And I do think that matters, right? Like, it's a competitive thing. It's not your defense going up against you. It's somebody different that you're not familiar with. And they definitely got the better of him and better of the Packers offense, and that's the reality of it. So, it's still useful to have him out there. Again, he's going to have his stitches out soon, and that's the good news. But the bottom line is that it was not super, productive. But he was out there, and he was with his team, and he was doing at least something. So I am still leery of that kind of stuff, but I've come around. I said I didn't think the juice was worth the squeeze, but there is value in it. I don't know how much value there is when you go 3 for 12 in a red zone 7-on-7 period, and as Mike McDonald said afterward, he thought his guys were pretty good. And I was going to say, I agree, Mike. They were much better than the Packers were in that situation.
Well, you talked about it. Are you concerned about Jordan Love's performance, or are you just kind of saying, well, he's a little off? That's probably why.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Okay.
I'm definitely not concerned, Kyle. Like, look, first of all, it's 12 snaps in a practice. Second of all, he is out there. I mean, he's holding on to the ball. He's not getting it snapped to him.
I'm not talking about his hand, Jason. I'm talking about performance more.
No, I think the most important thing is that he's at least getting some measure of work done while he's coming back from the surgery. But he's had some really good moments in practices. Today wasn't one of them.
Jason, we appreciate the time. Thank you for joining us from the hallowed grounds of Lambeau Field.
Yeah, I was talking like I was at church, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. You were very quiet today.
Give me a little bit.
Low energy. Can you yell something for us inside of Lambeau Field to see if it echoes?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not going to do that. There is a tour coming through.
Oh.
They come through constantly.
Just yell, "Welcome to Lambeau Field."
No, I'm not going to yell at you. They've got a guy who's in charge of that tour, but they always shout, "Go Pack, go!"
Come on, give us a Go Pack, go again.
And Lord knows I ain't going to do that. All right, guys, take care. Be good.
Well, that was an underwhelming finish.
When's the last time you think Jason did a Go Pack go?
I don't think he's ever done one.
He's from Wisconsin, so
maybe when he was like 13.
Yeah, I mean when he was in college before he covered the Packers.
Text him and ask. When's the last time you said Go Pack, go?
I shall do that. Even
like non sarcastically. You might need to put a little qualifier in.
I don't want to upset Jason. He seemed kind of mellow today. I'll ask him on Sunday. Speaking of, got to figure out Sunday.
Who's working?
I don't know. Well, we're going to take a look at that schedule because
I'm off.
No. Got to figure something out. But yeah, Go Pack, go. I want Jason to say it.
Is nobody working on Sunday?
You guys are the only ones listed on the show, so I'm assuming we're not having one.
Oh, no, we're having one.
Oh, no. Well, you're not listed. You're listed, but you're not going to.
Maybe I'll show up. We'll figure it out.
Well, let me know beforehand now. There's a difference between me having to plan a 2-hour show by myself without nobody.
Will, you working on Sunday?
I can if you guys need me.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was planning on it.
Then I'm off.
That would have been a disaster.
You and Will. What?
Feels like a slight on me.
Yeah, no, Will,
it sounds like a slight.
The silence is deafening.
No, Will, because listen, Sundays are my chill days. Like I work hard Monday through Friday. I'm working on Saturday as well at the True Family Fest, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School here in Milwaukee.
Just say you don't want to do a show with me.
No.
Don't
Will,
give me this long soliloquy. Just say it.
No.
I will be.
Will, if I had a co-host, then yeah, I don't care about doing the show. I just want to have a co-host.
So you don't want to do. Me and Stroke did the show one-on-one before.
Not. I have no interest in doing that. The things I talk about, I would get canceled. Y'all would be so mad at me. I'd be in Brian's office.
All right, let's do this so nobody's mad at you. Let's give away some Palermo's pizzas.
Ooh!
It is a free pizza Thursday. Free because we're off tomorrow. Free pizza Thursday. Let's go caller 6 right now. You're going to win some free Palermo's pizza. They're the best. Whether it's the Cheez-It pizza, which is brand new and delicious with the crunchy Cheez-It crust, Screaming Sicilian, Connie's, all the in-betweens. It's the best. You can find it in your local grocer's freezer. Caller 6 right now. Going to win some free Palermo's pizza on a free pizza Thursday. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN. 800-990-3776. Caller 6 right now. You're going to win some free Palermo's pizza from our friends at Palermo's on this free pizza Thursday. We will play the Wheel of Will, the Will of Strofe. I don't know what we're naming it when Will runs it. We'll do that coming up next. It's Kyle Bruston-Nortman, ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
Babe Ruth was short, fat. Well, I don't know how short he was. He looked short in the video. He was fat. He was stubby. He looked fat. He tried it. He didn't have a sprint. Have you ever seen Babe Ruth sprint? I wonder how many steals he had. 0.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Things are pretty slow along southbound 43. We got a patch of heavy traffic south of Good Hope Road down towards Silver Spring, and then another patch from Hampton all the way down through the Marquette. On the northbound side, we've got delays coming out of the Marquette all the way up towards Locust. Westbound 94 backing up from 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's going to be slow through the Barker Road area and then back on the brakes from 70th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange. And then the heavy stuff, southbound on 41 from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, tonight mainly clear with a low of 63. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 80. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Gabe Neitzel.
Clearly, you're starting Joe Flacco because you're going to convince yourself, much like you were 2 years ago when Flacco came in and saved your season, that you think you have a good enough roster to be a playoff team. Well, you know what playoff teams don't do? Carry 4 quarterbacks on the roster. You tell me what you actually think you are. If you're a team that's carrying 4 quarterbacks, to me, that is a team in transition, trying to figure out what they are, trying to figure out what that position is, and you just don't want to give up on any of the 4 guys that you have. And that's, to me, what the Browns are, despite them going, oh, we're going to start Joe Flacco. We think we can win some games, and that way Myles Garrett will be happy, and we can actually get to the postseason, which was some of the issues he had when he asked for a trade earlier this offseason. So the Browns just need to decide what they are. And if you carry 4 quarterbacks, to me, that's telling me that you are not a playoff team. You are not a serious contender.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Get ready for a free fight night, Milwaukee. Rev and Rumble Boxing Night is coming to Davidson Park on Saturday, August 23rd. Watch top amateur fighters from across the Midwest go head-to-head in a night of non-stop action. Enjoy local food trucks, drinks, and exclusive merch, plus family fun like face painting and retro video games. That's Rev and Rumble Boxing Night at Davidson Park. Free for all ages from 3 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, August 23rd. Learn more and register at revandrumble.com.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I am
Yeah, Kyle Busted Orbit continues on this Thursday afternoon. Alex Drove, Kyle Wallace, Will Summers with you. What the hell are you doing? Did you just smell your phone? You're on video, man. Why did you just smell your phone?
All right, full disclosure. So I today.
Stop.
Well, today I snuck some fish into the office today.
You snuck
for lunch. I snuck some fish. I bagged it up. I had it all wrapped up. So I snuck some fish in the office today.
Because it stinks when you heat it up, right?
Well, it didn't today. I did a good job of being very discreet about it and cleaning it up. But unfortunately, some of the fish juice got on my phone and my
Let me smell your phone. Let me smell your phone.
It smells like fish. The juices. I think this morning.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What happened?
Some of the juices this morning, I think.
Dude, your phone reeks.
Yeah, and my phone, I had a voicemail, and all of a sudden my phone was vibrating. Like the volume was all messed up on my phone, and
I'm bringing in the show, and I see Kyle take his case off his phone and start smelling it.
I hope I didn't break my phone. Jeez,
what do you mean you hope you didn't break it? What's wrong with it? You just got some fish juice on it, so it's just going to reek. You didn't break it.
Well, the sound is not. I hope the sound's not messed. I hope the sound's not messed up. Oh, we're good. Just a voicemail. Woo. Who cares about voicemails?
But it stinks.
I'll moist toilet it.
Also, you are the worst type of person.
Well,
fish in the office should be banned.
Listen. Y'all know. Okay, my girl's gone. So y'all know what I do. My girl's gone.
Air fryer.
No, I went into my parents' house yesterday.
You were so incompetent.
Now I was supposed to be going home yesterday, but they didn't want to give me a ride home because I got home late because they're using the pickup truck. They need to get it to, it had flooding. They're going to use the pickup truck, and I was going to drop it off there. They didn't want to take me back to the crib, so I said, "Bumps it. I just spend the night again." And so my mom early this morning, literally, I'm doing what I do early in the morning, and I hear a beeping sound going off in the kitchen, and I can smell food, and I'm like, what is going on? And so I'm like, hey, what's happening? And she said, I just cooked some salmon. I woke up early, cooked some salmon. I said, oh, she did that because I'm around. So she cooked some salmon, so I took it for lunch. Now, I can't eat my mama's salmon for lunch?
Not at work.
Well, hell, I did today.
Go home. Stop smelling your phone.
I'm concerned.
Yeah, I am too.
I think it's all right if no one notices.
Yeah,
it didn't bother me.
No, and it smelled. I did a good job of putting
Stop smelling your phone.
Okay, I'm
You're
done.
going to get a high off fumes of bad fish.
It smells like a fish market in my phone case, though.
Wheel of Strofe or whatever we're calling it.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
It's the Wheel of Will today. We got a list of topics, and they're all coordinated to the colors on the wheel. Red will be a punishment, and then I have an assortment of other lists going on around the sports world and just other topics in general.
You feel good about this today,
Will? Why are you
Will?
smelling your phone? Stop.
Not chill.
Sorry, Will.
I feel pretty good. If Strofe wasn't so hung up on the smell of your phone,
He
I
doesn't
feel a
stop.
little bit
You're
better.
looking at him. He keeps smelling it.
It is not.
It's
bothering me all
weird.
the time.
That smell of fish is gross.
I smell my phone consistently.
You smell your phone?
Why is that?
I was just trying to agree with you, Kyle, but
No, I
you
appreciate. Will,
didn't
you're
have
too,
my back.
Will, you're too nice.
We're going to have to pull a few things in the break about the last 10 minutes. All right, go ahead. Will.
Wheel of Strofe.
Good spin, young man. Good spin. Stroke could never.
All right, we got blue. So Phillies broadcaster and former player John Crook.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
stud.
John.
We
He
love
said
John.
this during the fourth inning. You went on a little bit of a random tangent during the Phillies-Mariners game. This from John Crook.
So you know how I think of things when I have free time and I shouldn't?
Yep.
So I was wondering, the person who invented the clock,
Yeah. Which one, the digital or the hand?
the first clock ever,
Okay.
how did that person know what time it was?
So if you don't know who John Crook
Scott,
is, this
that's
is like
so
a
good.
very John Crook comment, especially during the broadcast of two very good teams in the MLB. So, I mean, how did the first person invent clocks know what time it is? And the thing that I thought was, how did they even know how long an hour or a minute was, or even a second?
Yeah, well, first off, this dude's insane, and I love it, right? Like, can you just play that first part again? Just the very first part, the very first thing he said.
So you know how I think of things when I have free time and I shouldn't?
Stop right there. That's how I feel about myself all the time. When I have free time, I think of things and I shouldn't. That's how I operate.
If you're self-aware of it, though,
Yeah,
then it's a good thing.
But I've never related to something somebody said more than what John Kruk just said right there.
You can hear the play-by-play guy go, mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's typically you, or Josh DiMaggio, or Brust, or whoever.
So you know how I think of things when I have free time and I shouldn't?
Yep.
So
like that is me.
Yep.
I've never related to something so much. So I knew whatever was going to come out of his mouth next was gold. And it was. How did the first person that invented the clock know what time it was? The answer in my head, and maybe there is an answer somewhere, is they didn't.
They just created it.
They made it.
24 hours in a day, they claim that's how long it takes.
Well, there's some science behind that.
That's how they claim.
Could you imagine if,
because we got it down to leap years and stuff, they understand how the clock works. But daylight savings time, I'll never understand that. I know it's for the farmers or whatever, but it's dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
More sunlight. What do you mean?
Yeah, but we're removing an hour, we're adding an hour back. Why not just keep it 24 always?
Yeah, that's true.
The thought that always crosses my head is, what if the first person decided that 48 hours is one day?
Well, then there would only be...
and an hour was 2 hours in real time.
But then
they decided that was
do you
an
sleep
hour.
Twice in a day then if it's 48 hours?
I don't know.
No, but because it gets dark then. That doesn't make any sense, Will.
But what if it did?
The sense was made by whoever made it.
Well, yeah, and it does make sense. At
It's
least
dark
I think
24
it does.
hours in some places.
Alaska?
That's true, Alaska.
It's also
yeah.
light 24 hours there in the summer.
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, I tell you, that would be the worst.
That would be confusing. I can't sleep when it's light outside. I struggle big time.
Oh, I can't.
I got some good curtains though.
Blackout.
So I don't know how they knew what time it was, Will. To answer your question, or John Kruk's question, I assume they guessed.
Incredible
Because
thought.
I saw something recently. I believe it was April of 1583, the year 1583. It went from April 4th to April 15th. They had to adjust the calendar.
What year?
I believe it was 1583. I don't know why I know that, but I do. And I could be wrong on that.
So we really could be 10 or 11 days behind right now.
Well, they were in 1583. So they adjusted it. So it went from April 4th and the next day was April 15th. They skipped 11 days because they needed to adjust to what the Earth was actually doing. So at some point in the what would that be, the 16th century?
Yeah.
They fixed it.
Some people missed out on birthdays.
So if they never
That's
changed
true.
it and we missed out on 11 days every year since 15 whatever, we'd be hundreds of years further than where we are right now.
That's correct. Yeah. Well, here's a dumb question. Do you think they celebrated birthdays in the 16th century? Because they were still fixing calendars. They didn't know when they were born in the 16th century. I would assume.
Your birthday's on April 10th and just gets
skipped. Yeah, it just gets skipped. Well, they might. Maybe that year if
how
they
do you
were
know that-
celebrating birthdays, which I don't think they were.
So wait. What you're telling me is this, in the 1500s or 1600s, they didn't have calendars at all?
The 1500s? I don't believe so. I mean, I think the Augustus calendar was in the 1500s, and that's why they adjusted it. But also, I don't think they did dates or birthdays.
It's surprising, but not surprising at all that you're the most knowledgeable about this topic.
Yeah, that's true.
You said the Augustus.
I could be lying too.
I don't know nothing about Augustus.
Well, Augustus Caesar, right? Isn't that his name?
Oh, Caesar. Julius Caesar?
No. Well, yeah, that's the same person. But didn't he create the calendar?
I didn't know Julius Caesar's first name was Augustus, man.
We've gone down a rabbit hole.
Thank you. I almost said Stroh. Will.
All right, next one we got.
His name is Gaius.
I thought it was Augustus. Look up Augustus Caesar. I think that's a person too.
Potentially.
Might not be Julius.
So.
Oh, it is.
You got to let me finish on this one. So as most people know, when the Cubs win, they fly the W flags, right? I know we don't want to hear this, but there's a point. And so when they swept the doubleheader against the Brewers on Tuesday, they flew 2 flags. So normally it's reported that these flags are removed at 9 or 10 a.m. the next day. But the Cubs made sure to leave them up until after the Brewers arrived at the stadium at 3:30 the next day. So there's video of the Brewers bus driving underneath the 2 W flags so that they could see it. Is this a coincidence or an accident? You think the guy that takes the flags down was off that day, or
No,
are they
it was
trying
done
to
on
send a
purpose.
message?
It was done on purpose. They were trying to send a message, and this was yesterday, you said?
Yesterday.
So it worked. They won again, which not looking like they're going to today, as the Brewers still hanging on to a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 8th. But Yeah, they're playing mind games. It's a rivalry game. It's a team that's kicked your ass all year.
Mind games.
Beating their ass in the standings.
Mind
6 games
games, looking at a flag. I don't need a flag to tell me that I lost.
Well, I don't think a dude is off in the middle of the week. I don't think that explanation is
I
reasonable.
don't think
It was just the only other one.
I just think that's what they decided to do.
Yeah, mind games. They typically don't do that. Will just said that if you listen.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's not mind
It's not like
games.
it slipped his mind.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it's mind games. I think they just did it to be like, ha, look. I don't think they were like, oh, we're going to try to get.
Ha, look equals mind games. If you want somebody to look at it and you want to get in their head, that's mind games.
Mm-hmm.
Is he doing the same radio show as us, Will?
I can't tell.
Are you here?
No, I don't think it's mind games.
I feel like you're playing mind games with me. Are you alive?
I don't.
Kyle got left behind with the calendar change.
I think so.
I do know Augustus' name is Octavian, not Caesar.
Oh! Wait.
Like you know who Octavian is. Stop it.
Okay, so Augustus Caesar is Octavian?
Yes.
Not Julius Caesar.
No, they're two different people.
But Octavian created the calendar.
Hell,
Thus, October and August.
Mate, listen. Brother,
I'm on to something here. Nobody's clicking at the same level
Are
as me.
Augustus and Julius Caesar the same person? No.
No, Augustus and Octavian, are they the same person? Augustus Caesar and Octavian, are they the same person?
Yes.
That's the question I'm asking.
Neither. Pope Gregory created the calendar.
Who the hell's Pope Gregory?
A pope. He's Catholic.
And he created the calendar?
When
was he the
It
Pope?
was built upon the earlier Julian calendar.
July.
Developed by Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar? Okay, I had it right originally.
But you said his name was Augustus Caesar.
Yeah, but
and there are two
okay,
different
so I was
people.
close, but
And
I just screwed up the months. Augustus is August. Julius, July.
You just make
Octavian, October.
Okay. And then the Egyptians did some stuff and lunar cycle.
What happened in 1583?
1582.
Oh, I was close though.
Good job. You must have been.
What
doing
happened there?
Google it. This is a sports show.
Wheel of Strove.
All right, speaking of sports, we had Jay Kuda on Twitter X tweet this the
Oh, I
other
love
day.
this guy.
Who's Jay Kuda?
He's the best.
He's a stats guy.
He
big
makes
stats
graphics,
guy.
and they're
Oh, yeah.
awful and hilarious.
He said we are only 14 days away, or he said 15, but it's 14 today, from regular season NFL, college football, playoff race baseball, and a waxing gibbous moon all on the same day. Is fall the best season for sports, or just in general?
So, remind me, because I remember the waxing gibbous moon coming up last year. If I'm not mistaken, I think it has something to do with like the Lions and Packers rivalry. If it's a waxing gibbous moon, I think the Lions are undefeated or something like that, if my memory serves. Yeah.
That's impossible.
was Jay
that means
Kuda-
they never come around.
Was he the one that noticed that?
Yes, it was Jake.
That makes sense.
That guy rocks.
No, it can't. How long have these waxing gibbous moons been around for? Because the Lions, I can tell you this.
Did you just ask me how long a phase of the moon has been around for?
Yeah, because you said every time we have a waxing gibbous moon, the Lions
Kyle,
are undefeated.
The moon has been around a hell of a lot longer than the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions.
But so how does the Lions being undefeated attach to that?
When they play under a waxing gibbous moon, night games.
The Lions are undefeated.
I might be making this up. I don't remember exactly what it is.
We're supposed
But there's
to
a
be
football
credible
correlation.
source of information. You've just
I've had a
thrown
bad segment.
I've
had a bad
literally
segment.
every topic you just talked out the side of your neck without facts.
I believed you a lot at first, and as
Yeah,
you went
well,
on, and it
I
kinda
thought
came
I
out
crushed
that
it.
some of the things you were saying weren't right, and then you're like, sure, a
hit me
little
right now on the
bit.
Cardinals text line. I'd like you to grade my segment.
F.
The wheel of will there on the Cardinals text line 800-990-3776. Give me a grade for how you think I performed that segment.
It was an F.
I can only deal with what I'm given.
What do you mean what
And
you're
what
getting?
Will gave me that segment was me to teach you some history.
You didn't teach history. It was false history, fake history.
All right, we got to get to a break. But first, I'm going to tell you about our friends over at IKEA. College students, are you looking to make your campus living more affordable, functional, and fashionable this year? Well, you should let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off of their IKEA purchase when they sign up for the IKEA family for free. Visit IKEA in Oak Creek, IKEA in Schaumburg, Illinois, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more. We wrap up the Beaver Dam portion of Kyle Bruston Ortman right after this on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
His career success rate was 51%. That's trash.
That is trash. That's really bad.
I'm Ricky Henderson in 1923. I want y'all to understand that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
They just come back. That game was symbolic of this team, which doesn't have the kind of players like the Cubs do or maybe the Dodgers, where you think they can always come back.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
Because they're that good. This team always can come back, and they got nobodies.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, Marcus and Chris talk to former NBA veteran Gary Trent Sr. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. We help people solve tough tax and financial problems so they can move forward with clarity and confidence in their business and personal lives. Our why is simple: to make a real difference for people who feel stuck, frustrated, or ignored, and give them the tools they need to succeed. We helped Cheryl clean up 2 years of QuickBooks so the business could see a path to a bright future because they now had good financial information in their hands. We helped Nate fix a tax mess with the IRS created by one of those national firms and saved him over $103,000 in penalties and over $152,000 in taxes by knowing the tax law. We have saved many marriages by tax planning with couples so they lower their tax owed on April 15th. Imagine the stress lifted off their shoulders after they talked with us. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call us now at 414-325-2040 to arrange a meeting to see how we can help you. Don't wait. Call now. That's 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wrapping up the Beaver Dam portion of Kyle Brust and Nortman. The Dam Sports Show is coming up next with Corey and Wally. High school football season starts tonight in Beaver Dam. Looking forward to that. Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe, Will Summers with you. All right. So we had our fantasy football draft at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, the sportsbook, last night.
Loved it.
They made a LinkedIn post, which is like a professional social media platform for those that aren't aware of what LinkedIn is. And one of the sentences says, quote, the venue filled up with fans and experts of the game, including name 1, name 2, name 3, and more. The 3 names they are referring to as experts all work here. Who are your guesses on the 3 names they referred to as experts?
All right. Gabe Neitzel.
Incorrect.
Jen Latta.
Correct.
Alex Strofe.
Correct.
Will Summers.
The 3rd name I don't think you're going to get.
Not Homer.
Jesse Nelson.
No.
And it can't be the Beef, folks.
No.
Josh?
He works here.
Kyle Wallace.
No.
Ben Bruss.
No. Close.
Brad Nortman.
The closest you've been is Ben Bruss.
Greg Scalzo.
The venue filled with fans and experts of the game, including Jen Latta, Alex Strofe, Greg Scalzo, and more.
That's crazy because 2 of them didn't draft.
I'm an expert. And Gabe Neitzel's taking shots at me, and I'm an expert. You hear that?
That's the worst thing.
You
that
were
could have
stressed,
happened.
though, yesterday.
I was stressed.
Making picks.
There's a picture of me on Twitter at KBN ESPN where I'm stressing out.
I'm just here to have fun, man.
Damn Sports Show coming up next with our guys, Corey Sparks, Wally Lukashinsky, 2 of the greatest guys. Wally Lukashinsky, by the way, gave me such a big hug yesterday. I'm in pain today. He squeezed me like a teddy bear.
Good guy.
Final hour of the week for us. Coming up right after this.
Things pretty slow along southbound 43. We got a patch of heavy traffic south of Good Hope Road down towards Silver Spring, and then another patch from Hampton all the way down through the Marquette. On the northbound side, we've got delays coming out of the Marquette all the way up towards Locust. Westbound 94 backing up from 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's going to be slow through the Barker Road area and then back on the brakes from 70th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange. And then the heavy stuff southbound on 41 from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mainly clear with a low of 63. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 80. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic. Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water. Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular. The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
We'll dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman. Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist, the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey KBN Nation, you know I'm all about Tsunami Express Car Wash, and I can go as many times as I want because I am a T2 with Graphene member. The best wash package they got. I can go day after day after day, and unlimited car washes all for one low monthly price. My car's never looked better, and yours can look just as good thanks to Tsunami Express Car Wash. Locations all across southeastern Wisconsin make it easy for you to look as good as ever in that beautiful car. Join the squad at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
It's Kyle Bruston Nortman, last hour of the week for us. Jim, Matt, and Molly will have you tomorrow, live from the Rev and Rumble pre-party, presented by the Harley-Davidson Foundation. We will be at Ben Bruss' wedding. Ben gets married tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, I'm excited. You order chicken or beef?
Probably beef. I don't remember.
Do you do split? She gets chicken, you get beef?
No, we usually we're kind of more of a beef family than a chicken family. I make a lot of chicken at home.
Family, I don't know.
Sure, we are.
No, you're not.
According to Homer, we are. We live together. We have a pet together.
Okay.
We got more responsibility than you got. We got to keep something alive.
I would never want to have a pet.
Really?
No.
Not a pet guy?
No, the work they cost.
I don't want to talk about you. I want to talk about the guy who's not in the room today.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Like, I think we need to discuss the wedding without the guy who's getting married, which we have not done on this program yet.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about something earlier about Friday, but we have not discussed the wedding. I'm very.
What are your expectations?
I'm expecting to have a blast. Because I have to work on Saturday. I told him I'll be there around 10:30.
You're gonna leave early?
No. I said I have to be at a work event on Saturday, and I told him sometime around 10:30. But no, I fully expect for it to be a beautiful wedding. I expect for the reception to be phenomenal. I know we have an open bar. I expect the food to be delicious based off who the provider of the food is. I mean, that's the top tier catering, Borderlotta, top tier catering company out here, and so I just look forward to a great night. You have a band, a lot of music. I just don't look forward to people dropping their drawers.
Yeah,
pants.
Yeah, not the draws. Pants.
Did you see the drawers in my backpack today?
Why would I see underwear in your backpack?
You were by my backpack today when I was talking to you, and you and Will had a meeting. You had an air check or something like that. You were by my backpack, and I came back to my seat after. I was like, oh wow, my drawers is at the top.
Why do you bring an extra pair of underwear to work?
No, I had I spent the night at my parents' crib. So I had drawers.
So you brought your overnight bag to work?
It's just my backpack. I just drawers in a couple.
Oh, all the same bag.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're getting derailed again. You got Squirrel Brain Friday energy. Yeah. Lock in for a second.
Focus. Wedding. Well, because you're dropping pants at the wedding tomorrow.
So, should I take off before that? Like, the tradition's weird. It's weird. We can all agree.
I tried to tell you that. You were like, nothing's wrong. No,
it's fine because everybody will be bought in.
No, everybody does not know about the tradition. We are lucky enough because of the fact that we talk to Ben all the time.
I don't think they're the only people that do this, though. Like, I don't think this is that abnormal. 800-990-3776. Have you heard of the drop your pants at the end of the wedding ceremony? Or not ceremony, excuse me, at the end of the reception. So, at Wisconsin basketball weddings, allegedly, and obviously Bruss, the Badgers legend. Hate to call him that, but he's not here, so I'm not saying it to his face.
He is.
He's a Badgers legend. So I guess since all of his teammates have gotten married, the last song of the night is Piano Man by Billy Joel. And him and his bride, Elizabeth, will dance in the middle of a circle. Everybody else in the circle will circle up and put their pants at their ankles. And they will sway and sing, and Ben and Elizabeth will be dancing in the middle of the circle. And I've never seen this happen, but this is not the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's the first I've heard of it, and I'm looking it up right now, and it might be a Minnesota thing.
That sounds right. Yeah, Midwest. Yeah.
No, I never heard of it. Been to many weddings, many weddings. Never seen it before. That's the furthest thing from my mind. Why would I want to drop my pants? And it's not inclusive.
What do you mean it's not inclusive? I don't think you are required to drop your pants. I think you could just stand in the circle.
Well, what if you don't want to see people's those drawers and their bare legs?
I mean, that's a fair point. I guess just look away.
There's children that are going to be there.
I would imagine the children will be gone by that point. It's going to be at midnight.
He's talked about some of these kids are teenagers. Teenagers don't got to go to bed at midnight.
Teenagers are in locker rooms, bro.
Listen. If I had a daughter at this and she had to see Ben's nasty white legs,
it just amazes me. This is the thing you keep getting hung up on. That is one song, 4 minutes of the wedding.
I'm getting hung up on somebody dropping their pants.
I'm asking about everything prior to that 4 minutes, and that's the only thing you're worried about.
Well, you just brought it up. I mean, you've already thinking about it. I would have forgot about it.
You brought it up.
I didn't bring up dropping drawers.
You brought it up.
Maybe I'm.
For the third time today, I ask, where have you been? Are you doing the same radio show as us?
I'm a little tired.
Why? You slept at your mama's house last night.
Yeah, I stayed up to like midnight.
Doing what?
Dude, my mom was up to like midnight on the phone with her sisters. It's wild.
And that makes you tired?
Nah, I was just tired.
I was up till midnight too. I'm fine.
It's uncomfortable. It's not my bed.
It's 4 in the afternoon.
And I ate salmon. But continue, man. Continue. I want to talk about Ben's wedding and his dropping of the pants weird tradition that's not a good tradition.
Open bar. We are sitting right next to the bar.
Yeah, that's not good for me.
Why not?
Because I'm not much of I don't drink like that, but
if you do drink like that, you drink like that.
Well, I can turn up a little bit, but the access, right? Is one thing if I got to walk across the room.
We're turning up tomorrow.
I can't have a headache though. I have to be on the radio at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
11 a.m. You'll have 11 hours.
No, bro. Listen, the last time I had a hangover, it lasted to 4. I was praying all morning.
Oh, you're getting old.
Yeah, I'm praying. I'm like, dude, my head hurts. I was asking. I had
liquid IV, ibuprofen before you go to sleep.
I had champagne. I had like 3 glasses of champagne, and my head was pounding.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, you'll be fine. So, because we're going to turn up, dude. It's our guy's wedding night. We're going to turn up. The thing I'm a little bit actually weird about, though, is
that?
we're going to have a lot of work people are going to be there. Right? Because as we've established on the show, Ben's wife also works for our company.
I'm not looking forward to work people being at the wedding.
I'm looking forward to our table because it's going to be me, you, and Brad.
Who else?
It's going to be your baby girl, your fiance. It's going to be my girlfriend.
That's 5 people.
And then it's Brian D, our boss, our director of content. But
is his wife coming?
His wife is coming.
That's 7.
So that's 7, and then Tony Cartagena from the Analysis Show.
Great table.
So that's our table. So I'm good with our table. I talk to all of you guys every single day, outside of your significant others, but they're all lovely. I've met your fiance now several times. She's terrific. I know Brian's wife very well. And obviously I know my girlfriend very well, considering I live with her. So everybody at our table, I'm comfortable getting down a little bit in front of. But as we established yesterday, Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike will be flying in for this wedding.
Yes, he will be.
He is a big boss at our company.
He is.
Our co-host on Sunday Karma, the CEO of our company, will be there, Craig Karmazin. They've never seen Strofe throw down before.
Oh, you're concerned about how you present yourself. Well, listen, this isn't a work of it.
I understand
that. You shouldn't be passing judgment because if you are professional...
I'm not worrying about passing judgment. I'm worried about judgment being passed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be passing judgment unless you're just ridiculous. But at the end of the day, this is not a work event. You are a free man.
I'm Ubering. I'm not driving.
I mean, and you act, to be honest, damn, that's an expensive Uber.
I know.
Expensive Uber. At the end of the day, you're not driving, but more importantly, listen, you're professional somewhat when in the office. And so they should hold you to what your professionalism is in the office, and outside the office, do what you want. If you're not making us look bad as a company, then you're fine. You're fine.
Well, I'm not representing the company anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're representing Alex Strofe and his girlfriend.
Okay. Well, I get down at weddings. I want to make that especially clear to you because you've seen me turn up a little bit. You've never seen me throw down like I'm going to throw down tomorrow.
Okay, wow. This is like...
I'm going to be sweating. I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to be dancing. And I have no rhythm, and you're going to hold that against me, but that's okay. Don't really care what you have to say about
Okay,
that.
so we're cool, but what about talking?
What do you mean?
Talking to people we know? Like, just kind of work where you do I have to talk to you. Like, what I don't want to have to be doing all
we're
night.
at the same table, so
I know,
we're going
but there's
to talk
other
during
GKB
dinner.
people, and the last thing I want to do all night is introducing my fiance to somebody. Like, listen, Linda. Just because we at the same wedding and we work together, don't mean I got to have a conversation with you, does it?
Is there anybody you're like, I guess maybe I shouldn't ask this.
Anybody I'm not
Yes or no question. You don't. I do not want names. Let me make that especially clear. No names here.
Yeah.
Just a yes or no question. Is there anybody we work with who's going to be at this wedding that you do not look forward to seeing?
No, I mean I don't know who all is going to be there, but I am perfectly fine with everybody at the wedding. But like a great example, Evan Cohen. I like Evan Cohen. We cool, but I don't want to find myself having to have a forced conversation with Evan, right? Like I don't want to force it, right? I like Craig, and again, it won't be forced. But I don't want to find myself having a forced conversation. I want things to be authentic. I don't want it to be awkward.
Is it rude of me, because I've thought about this, and at our table during dinner is fine, but after that, I am not talking about work. So if anybody tries to talk to me about work, is it rude of me to just say, I'm not talking work tonight?
No.
Okay.
No. You shouldn't. I don't want to talk work at all.
I am here to celebrate the beautiful love of Ben and Elizabeth.
Me too.
I'm here to have a good time. I'm not here to talk about work. I'm off the clock.
And the thing I love is, typically for me, I'm not a loner. I like being to myself. And
you're a little bit of a loner.
Yeah, I like being to myself very much. And so this wedding is going to be just a smidge stressful if people and like what if I don't talk to people at the wedding, right, that I go to work with, and I don't say anything? Then what? I think that I'll be more judged for that than you'll be for if you.
Yeah,
got drunk.
so Ainsley on the text line says it's
Ainsley. I haven't heard from Ainsley in a while.
Beads in Milwaukee. Ainsley in Milwaukee. He chimes in. It's an open bar. Who will be the drunkest man?
Alex Stroh.
I think he's talking. Yeah, I think he'll probably
Alex
end up being
Stroh.
me.
Alex Stroh is the youngest. He doesn't have any self control.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, it is true. And I got somebody staying at my house tomorrow too.
Okay, so I love how people are so intrigued by the Ben Brust wedding, which is happening tomorrow. And by the way, Brewers have 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th with a 3-run lead, so it's looking like they will beat the Cubs in this series finale. I'll keep you posted on that. But let's go to the phone line.
They got 2 guys on.
All right, I was mean to her earlier. We're going to give her a second chance. Diana McWanago rejoins the show. Dirty D. Let's try this again. Hi, Diana.
You guys were just talking about people dropping their drawers. Ben doesn't wear underwear.
Yeah, so we actually did ask him about this earlier in the week, Diana. He is going to bring a pair of spandex tomorrow, but also he does not have to drop his pants because he'll be in the middle of the circle. Everybody else does. Game over, by the way. Brewers win in Chicago. It is a 4-1 win.
Going on? Maybe. Nope, it's over.
It's over. 4-1 win for the Brewers.
Catch me outside. How about that?
I believe that's win 80, if I'm not mistaken, for the Brewers.
Win number 80.
Wow. First team to 80 wins in the MLB. So nice win for the Brewers down in Chicago. 2-3 in the series against the Cubs. They lost the 3 middle ones, won the first game, won the last game. Okay, there we go. Joe in Madison. Thanks for hanging with us, Joe. You're on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I mean, that whole boxer dance song sounds pretty mild. I mean, like, me and my friends, we've done this a couple times at wedding receptions where we go full-on Red Hot Chili Peppers, where you have shoes on and a shirt on, but no pants, no underwear, but you are wearing a sock.
Wait, so you're fully naked minus a sock? And I imagine the sock is not on your foot, Joe.
No, your sock is not on the foot, and you just run around.
How many times has this happened to you?
We've done it a couple times.
Okay. How recently? When's the most recent?
Oh, God. 20 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe?
So this is before the popularity of cell phones and video recording.
So you just have a sock on, huh?
Yeah, that is a good point. There were no...
I have several more questions, Joe, if you're...
Were there women at this wedding?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
This seems... This is way before the Me Too movement, huh?
It's all... This is people that were fans of Red Hot Chili Peppers, and
right. So they're doing the Flea things, right? So this is to imitate Flea, I assume. The bassist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
And one of the fathers was a little upset because he was getting a group moon put together with the other fathers.
Oh.
So obviously we would have his action would have been overthrown by ours quite a bit.
Yeah. Yours is a little bit more obscene, I think would be the word choice there, Joe. Joe, do you have children?
I do.
How old?
Yes, he is 18.
Okay, I can ask this question then because he's going to get to the age here soon, Joe, where his friends begin getting married. Would you recommend your 18-year-old son does this at his friend's wedding?
I have no problem with it whatsoever.
I respect the hell out of you, Joe. I got to be honest with you.
Oh, wow. What if you had a daughter? What if you had a daughter?
Well, like she were to witness something like that?
Correct.
Or
yeah, I think that was the question. I think that was the question, yes.
Okay. That's fine.
She's an adult.
I'm sure she's seen much worse.
Yeah. All right. That was that was the call of the day from Joe and Madison.
Hey.
We appreciate Joe and Madison sticking with us all the way out in 100.5 territory. Okay. So, Kyle, we just talked to Joe and Madison, right? Little bit different than what's happening tomorrow. Do you feel any better about Piano Man dropping your pants at the end of the wedding tomorrow? I
mean,
given what Joe and Madison has done, he said several times.
If they dropped the socks, I would not be there. I think I don't feel better. I still think it's weird, but I'm glad that it not Sacco there.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke.
You got a children's sock for yourself?
I honestly could have gone another half. That was unnecessary. I could have gone 30 minutes longer with Joe and Madison. I have so many questions still, but that was a phenomenal phone call.
I was not expecting that.
That was awesome.
There's a difference.
Okay, so all in all, we're excited for the wedding.
I'm extremely excited for the wedding. What time are you getting to the
Lombardi time? I'll be there 15 minutes early.
The chapel?
3:45. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 4 o'clock wedding. 3:45.
I'll probably be there like 3:50 something.
I'll save you a seat. Don't worry about
wow.
it. Yeah.
What if I want to be in the back?
I'll be in the back.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll see you.
I always sit in the back of weddings.
Right or left?
I have the luxury of being tall. Do we still follow that rule? I don't think we do. Left or right is for one side.
Yeah, but when you go to my wedding, you're sitting on the groom's side.
So you will have split sides.
I'm a traditional guy.
Okay, so most of the weddings. So this will be wedding number 5, I believe, of the summer for me. 5 and 6
they'll have size at this wedding.
None of them have so far this wedding.
This is a Catholic wedding. This is with.
Well, then we're sitting on Ben's side.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, but Brian D, what side is he sitting on?
Ben's.
And what about his wife?
They'll probably just sit by us, Kyle. They know us.
What side does Craig sit on?
Okay, now we're getting too in the weeds. And
I'm just saying you're gonna have some GKB folks on one side.
Well, you got to explain the scenario of Craig's relationship with the couple.
It used to be his executive assistant.
Yes. So that I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know if we'll all sit together. I don't know. Kyle, you're asking me questions I don't know.
Just glad we're not at the same table with everybody.
Okay. You're going to tell us about Universal Windows Direct, UWD, your lovely windows, and then we are going to get to our polls and poll position tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next segment. Yeah, I'm all thrown off by what happened this segment.
JB just texted me. He's listening.
Hey, JB.
JB, shouldn't you be golfing or something?
Dude, tell us about UWD.
Oh, yes, about UWD. Boy, oh, boy, I'm glad I finally locked in because the one thing I love is, y'all know I love my windows, and I want you to love your windows as well. And Universal Windows Direct, they have a great deal going on right now. So if you're looking to upgrade your home, look no further than Universal Windows Direct, and they have buy 2, get 2 free right now. Yes, buy 2, get 2 free, and there's no limit. If you buy 10 windows, you get 10 windows. If you need 10 windows in your house, you only have to buy 5. And so the great thing about it is, on top of that, you also get 5 years of interest-free payments. Yes, you pay 0 interest for 5 whole years. Universal Windows are energy efficient and they're built to perform. They have this really cool thing. They have their super spacer technology. And what that does, KBN Nation, it helps keep the hot air out, but it helps keep the cool air in. And your home is feeling consistently comfortable. And let's be real, staying cool while spending less, that's the summer win we all want. So don't wait until the next heat wave or that cold snap that will come eventually to remind yourself to call 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Neve on ESPN Milwaukee YouTube says 4-1 odds Strofe will drink Brad and Kyle under the table.
Yes.
I think it's higher than that.
Yes. I'm too old for all that, man. You know who's a tank? Baby girl.
Is she? She'll get down?
Dude, I be concerned sometimes. I'm like, girl, you just drank how much wine? I'm like, she can get like she can outdrink me, and I'm okay with it.
First team in Major League Baseball to 80 wins after a 4-1 win over the Chicago Cubs. Today, we'll take a look at our polls and the rest of ESPN Wisconsin's polls on pole position.
Frank's dad is 7 feet tall.
That's coming up next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're 92. It's,
yeah.
I thought it was 93. You said 93.
Almost 93.
When's his birthday?
May.
It's July.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Looks like we got some issues now. Westbound 94 right at Highway F in Waukesha. The 2 right lanes are blocked, all because of a vehicle fire. So heads up with that. It's going to be a slow one coming in from Moreland Road all the way to Highway F. On the eastbound side, slowing from Highway 16 past Highway F as well. Southbound 41 slowing from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from Watertown Plank Road up past Capitol. And then on southbound 43, watch for delays from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette down to about Lincoln. Traffic is brought to you by Adams, the #1 rated Generac dealer in Wisconsin. Severe weather has arrived. Don't be left with no power. For power peace of mind for your home or business, visit adamspower.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mainly clear, low of 63. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 80. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All the antics.
You know how many people pick their nose and then put it in their pocket?
No,
I guarantee
Chewy,
I'm not
get
alone.
out of here.
You're telling me you pick your nose and put it in the
Not
pocket?
anymore, but I used to.
All the action.
As I watch this Brewers team, any given day,
Any guy can deliver.
I had no idea that
The lineup was going to be something that they could hang their hat on.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Soak up summer days at the ballpark while they're still here. Be here when the Brewers host the Giants, August 22nd through the 24th. Lead off the weekend with Stranger Things theme night arriving Friday the 22nd. From there, collect a legendary Bob Uecker golf umbrella giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 23rd. And if this series couldn't get any better, it's the return of Willie Adames to American Family Field. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Brewers win, first team in the MLB to 80 wins with a 4-1 win over the Chicago Cubs in their regular season finale today at Wrigley Field. 2-3 on the series, but hey, a win's a win, baby. 4-1 win for the Crew. 80-48 now in the season.
Yeah!
And the lead in the NL Central is back to 7 games.
I'm going to win some money on the Brewers if they win the division.
Let me go ahead and declare it, Kyle.
When they win the division?
You won money. You can cash that
Yes,
ticket.
baby.
The race is over. The Milwaukee Brewers are going to win the NL Central. I'm over.
Excited. I'm so excited for that. But I'm more excited for it.
Anything less than a sweep this week for the Chicago Cubs ended the series, or ended the ended the division race.
You can't make up 7 games in what?
It's over.
5 weeks.
All right, we're gonna play pole position on a Thursday in just a second. But I did post 2 polls to Twitter because I felt like Homer's had this chase for years of trying to get a 100-0 poll. I think I finally found one.
Let's hear it.
It's not this one. I polled this on behalf of Kyle, who warmed up fish today. Should fish be banned from the work microwave? 80% yes. 80% yes. Kyle, focus here, buddy.
I heard 80% yes. I'm trying to help our producer.
What was the poll?
Out. It was, should fish be allowed to be in the microwave? 80% yes.
Nope, that's not what the poll was.
What was the poll?
Should fish be banned from the work microwave?
80% yes, they should be banned. I said it wrong. And I listen, I don't give a damn. I had to sneak it today. And you know
what nobody likes? A backseat driver. Stop backseat driving our producer.
Okay, well, I tried to help him. I was just trying to help him out. That's all it is. Will, you're welcome. You should say thank you. And then also on top of that, as I said it. I said what I said. On top of that, here's a really funny story about the fish. So I was very self-conscious about the fish, And so I said, well, I'm going to sneak it into the office today. And so then what happened was I forgot what fridge I put the fish in because I went out to grab my fish and there were some people inside of the kitchen getting their food together. So I wanted to stall because I wanted to delay because I couldn't put the fish in the microwave in front of people. Some folks is talking and somebody opens up one of the fridges. We got like 20 of them here. And they say, ooh, something stinks. And I said, oh, shoot, is that the fish? Did it smell? And so now I'm getting super nervous. I'm waiting for them to leave. And so, I put the fish back in the fridge thinking that was the fridge that I got the fish out of. And guess what? It wasn't. My fish was in another one. It didn't smell. It was something else that was smelling up the fridge.
All right,
Very self-conscious.
This one is the 100-0 one. Do you ever smell your phone?
Oh,
100% of people have said no. As I caught Kyle coming into a segment about an hour ago, smelling his phone because he got fish juice on it, and he was smelling it nonstop during that segment.
That was probably a first. It was a first.
Yeah, but you would have to vote yes on this poll.
Do you want? I'm gonna leave it alone. You want 100%? I'm gonna leave it alone.
100% of people said no.
I mean, hey.
Let's see what else ESPN Wisconsin is talking about. It's time now for Pole Position on KBN.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position.
Not a lot of great polls around ESPN this week, but I won't lie. Friends over at Jim, Matt, and Molly, who we've been feuding with the past couple of days, did have some good ones. So let's hit a couple of theirs. First one comes from yesterday, referring to the George Webb free burgers. How far would you drive for free food? Under 30 minutes, over 30 minutes, over an hour, or forever?
No longer than 30 minutes. I'd be under 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is about it. I mean, your drive typically, most places around the city is going to be 20 to 25 minutes anyway.
Bad on me. I did not pick up the coupon to cash in at a later date, nor did I stop at a George Webb yesterday. So I was unable to capitalize on history.
I was busy yesterday, and then but I was out of town, so by the time I didn't realize they still had coupons on Monday, and then they ran out. So I'm actually upset about it.
So we both failed to capitalize on history.
Yeah, the only good thing for me is that I had some food. I was fed this week. We were at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I was fed last night.
Kyle's a sucker for free food.
I'm going to get fed tomorrow at the wedding. Do you not eat before weddings? Like, or not, I mean, you want to eat before the wedding, but do you save yourself? Like, you don't eat a big lunch or a big breakfast when you know you're having a lot of food at a wedding?
No. I mean, like, I don't eat that much to begin with, I guess.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah. It's like I didn't eat that much last night, so I ate breakfast for the first time all week today. I had a bagel. With cream
bagel?
cheese. Yeah, bagel.
A bagel?
Bagel.
Bagel, yeah.
A bagel.
Yeah, I had a bagel.
Why do you say bagel? Bagel.
We're saying the same word.
Bagel.
Bagel.
How do you say milk?
Milk?
Okay.
I think I've had that exact same interaction with him, and I asked him how to say milk after.
Don't ask me how to say any words with double O's.
Double O's?
Yeah.
Like moose?
Moose.
What do you mean moose?
Moon.
Moon?
Boob.
Hey! Go to the next question. He's losing it. He's losing
Any
it.
words with double O's, I can't say them right.
No, we're not. Listen, we are 30 minutes away from my weekend, early weekend.
I think you've been in weekend mode this whole show.
Yeah, you sure have been.
Whoa.
You've had a bad show.
No, absolutely not. I've given 100%. Have I not?
You've given about 40%.
I was coaching
tops.
up. I was coaching up Will.
No, you were backseat driving.
No, I was.
That's what I say to Ben anytime he tells me how to produce the show.
The title of the show said Brewers dropped 3 straight. That's not true. So if somebody's going to come to YouTube to click on it, they're going to see it says drop 3 straight.
Did you need to tell him that at a moment where I was talking to you and you didn't comprehend anything I said? I had you repeat back what I said and you got it wrong.
I got the question wrong, but I knew what the answer was. 80% of people were against me.
Go to the next question.
Another one from Jim, Matt, Molly. Would the Brewers still be leading the NL Central if Craig Counsell was still their manager?
No. Hell no.
76% no, 23% yes.
Hell Hell no.
Let me guess, and Rutledge probably made this his point. You're proving me right. You all hate Craig Counsell.
No.
I think when you have the example of Craig Counsell, who, by the way, a couple of years ago in the postseason, Jesse Winker, who we all hate now.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of hated him then, and he was on the Brewers. Jesse Winker hadn't swung a bat for the Brewers in 4 months.
And then he put him on.
He put him out in the 9th inning as a pinch hitter 2 games in a row in which they both lost.
Yeah,
they lost both.
He made some poor decisions.
Pitching, he was not always great in terms of managing pitchers. Whereas we have noticed that, number one, Pat Murphy is a terrific in-game manager. He makes good decisions.
He is a guy.
And number two, I think this coaching staff is incredible at maximizing these players. And they trust their guys. And there's something about the energy and the ethos of this team that allows them to play out of their gourds. Andrew Monasterio has no business hitting a home run in the 10th inning of a baseball game. No disrespect to Andrew Monasterio.
Hey, man.
He's a Major League Baseball player.
He sure is.
But a borderline Major League Baseball player.
For multiple years.
I understand that, but it's not like he's an everyday starter, right? And that's the point I'm trying to make. He's not a guy you would think, hey, you know who I want batting in a clutch spot in a do-or-die moment? You know who I want out there? The answer's not Andrew Monasterio.
Pat Murphy, before he went up there, told
but guess what?
Kid.
But guess what? He provided.
He sure did.
And just like a bunch of these guys have all year. Caleb Durbin and Isaac Collins. Bryce Terang hit another home run today. Sal Frelick. All these guys have been put in spots to have their talents maximized, and I think a ton of that credit goes to this coaching staff. So are they in first place? Maybe, but I voted no on this poll. If Craig Counsell is
Hell no. That's what I'm voting.
I think this team's really good regardless, but I don't know if they're in first place right now.
This team's not in first place with Craig Counsell. I don't think Craig Counsell gets the most out of this team like Pat Murphy did and has.
All right. Last one we got, another one from Jim, Matt, and Molly, another Brewers one. Do you have a problem with bandwagon fans hopping on your team? We had 26% yes, must be ride or die, or no, more the merrier. I thought this one is very interesting.
Who had this poll?
Jim, Matt, and Molly again.
Did anybody else have polls?
Apparently not. We're doing a theme here, Kyle. Just do the show. You don't got to complain about every little thing.
You close to getting 5 fingers to the face.
He's not laughing. Well, I think Will has started to understand what I go through every day. Does he complain about everything? He's complained every segment today.
His Friday energy is a lot different from most.
Hey, Will, another critique. Packers joint practice fight with the Seahawks. The fight is the key word. Nobody cares about the joint pack. They was throwing hands. They was ducking if they bucking.
There weren't any polls out on that.
I'm talking about for the title. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help the kid. What's next? You said what? What were we
Still hung up on the title.
I'm just trying to help.
I didn't even know what you were talking about.
He's so innocent.
In 20 minutes.
He's so innocent. What is the poll he just said?
I don't know. What was it, Kyle?
It was another Jim, Matt, and Molly poll.
Sure was.
What did it say?
And it was...
This segment is called Poll Position, where you answer the polls.
This poll was about...
But he's locked in, remember?
Yeah,
he's locked in.
It was about the
110%.
It was about the Brewers. Listen,
it wasn't necessarily about the Brewers.
It was about
something you were called by this show.
What was I called by this show?
I don't know. What were you called?
Bandwagon. Yes. Oh, hell. Listen, the more the merrier. Come on.
I'm with you on that. I don't really care.
Wait a minute.
I'm not going to tell
a bandwagon fan.
Rutledge.
Wait, what?
He called you and Ben and Brad Brewers bandwagon fans.
Oh, people be talking smack and I don't be knowing it. That's how irrelevant he is. You're not Mr. Irrelevant. He's Mr. Irrelevant. And guess what? I ain't no bandwagon fan. I told y'all, I was watching the Brewers back when they had the Buckethead Brigade. And a lot of y'all don't know about that. When Darren Sutton was still the play-by-play guy, yeah. When the Brewers were trash and they couldn't pocket pancake, we wish we had the Buckethead Brigade. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Had the shirts and everything. Yeah.
I think that was right. I was a baby.
When were you born?
98.
You were young.
Yeah.
You're in your infant stage.
I sure was.
Jeez Louise. 8 years makes a big difference.
Sure does.
Big difference.
You know what also makes a big difference? Citizens Bank.
Oh, my gosh, they sure do. And I love the Citizens Bank app, and you'll love it, too. And I'm telling y'all this right now. They are there for all of the needs that you have. And guess what? Citizens Bank, they just feel right. Whether you're trying to get a mortgage, they can hook you up with that, right? If you're trying to find good rates for investing, they can help you with that as well. If you're just looking for a bank that is local, they can help you. Building a business, starting a family, or just trying to get a little peace of mind, Citizens Bank is there for you. They're local, and they're invested in the community, and they're always there to help you move forward. And they have the tools that make banking so easy, and it makes banking with them so easy, but they also make it so personal. That's the thing I love about Citizens Bank. So if you're looking for a bank, y'all, if you're looking for a bank that feels more like a partner, I'm telling you, check out citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank. Bank where you belong and bank where you will love. And that is Citizens Bank. So visit them today. They have locations all across southeastern Wisconsin, but citizensbankwi.bank.
Real quick cleanup from something I said a bit earlier about the waxing gibbous moon phase.
Oh, let's see what lie you said again. He said about 4 or 5 lies and falsities today. What else did you lie about?
So the Detroit Lions have played 18 Thanksgiving. Well, they played 85 Thanksgiving games in their team's history. 18 of them have been when it's a waxing gibbous. They are 4-13-1 and have a negative 119 point differential. Where did you get this from? I'm on Reddit now.
Where did you get this original fact from when you said that they were undefeated? That is a far...
They're defeated, yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. They got the same Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust record. That's how bad they are. And you literally said... Has he said anything factual today?
Or Kyle Bruston Nortman after this.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every time I ask you to do something,
I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking so... Why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business?
I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, more problems continue westbound 94 at Highway F in Waukesha County. We've got all lanes of traffic blocked right now because of a vehicle fire. So now we've got delays stretching all the way back to Sunny Slope Road. It is a slow ride